Y'all know what time it is, fam. Boxing outlet. This Ross with that sauce, fam. You did. Hey, if you new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that. You dig what I'm saying? I got the hoodies. I got the hoodies yesterday. Finally got them. Now I gotta put the sauce up on them. Yeah. And I'm posted up later on. Somebody go get them hoodies. Somebody go get that hoodie. Somebody go get that hoodie. The light is shining in my face. All in my face. You dig? Yeah, man. The Floyd Mayweather accused Devin Haney of PED use. Did he? Man, let's get into it.
I take the bronze bomber Wilder, WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I want to get a huge shout out to Raw Media, baby.
This is Kenny Porter, and you live watching Ross Media.
My name's Shakur Stevenson. You're looking at Ross Media.
You watching Ross Media. God damn it. I'm Jeff Mayweather.
Yo, this T Desert Storm Bradley. You watching Ross Media, baby.
We're now watching Ross Media. Check him out.
This is Ellie Seckback reporting, and you're watching Ross Media, the only place to watch.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You're watching Ross Media. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You watching Ross Media, man. On my phone now. I hope I didn't erase this shit. Let's check this out real quick.
Haney's impassioned response only fueled the controversy, further fueling speculation about the legitimacy of his recent drug test. Devin Haney's physical transformation has been the subject of much scrutiny in the boxing world. His opponents and fans alike have questioned the legitimacy of his muscular physique, with some even suggesting that he may be using performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs. The most vocal critic of Haney's physique is Floyd Mayweather, who has gone on record stating that he believes Haney is too muscular and that his rapid muscle gain is unnatural. Mayweather has even accused Haney of faking his drug tests to cover up his PED use. Haney has vehemently denied these accusations, claiming Haney's
Get up out of there. Now you just gotta listen to it because you probably can't decode it, man. It's probably hard to decode. You dig what I'm saying? But it really ain't. 2 Cent Boxing was up on here. Shout out 2 Cent Boxing. Yeah, these from last night. Yeah, this from this morning. They was on here last night waiting on your boy D-Town, Sam, Asante L videos. Ooh, that's how you pronounce their name, man. Rachel, good morning, good morning. Get that snack out of here. Yeah, because they know what's going on, man. People that know, they know. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. 2 Cent Boxing was saying that Haney looked big. Haney looked big, like he swole, like bodybuilder type swole. It's a different type of, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say bodybuilder type, but like he lifting weights type swole. But the man gained 25 pounds overnight. That's crazy. If he gained 25 pounds overnight, and I know when I used to take creatine, it'll make you gain weight. It hold water weight. And they say creatine by holding your water weight. If you was on PEDs, the water dilute the PEDs. I don't know. But I know when I used to go out to take my drops, I bring a gallon of water and I just drink it until I get about halfway there. And I just be pissing water 1,000 times. So, hey, I know it worked for weed. I can tell you that. Straight up. Salute cooking with Frank. I can tell you that. So, hey, That's crazy. I had another one that was like, hold on. How y'all feeling though? Where y'all from, man? Drop where you from in the chat. Hold on. Yeah, let's get to it. Hey, they say Ryan Garcia is trying to fight Devin Haney next. That's the next fight, man. That'll be good too, though. Ryan hit harder than Devin Haney. But Devin Haney is just a better boxer than Ryan, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Say, I hope Earl know what Bud doing. We all do. Let's check this out.
Muscular, and that his rapid muscle gain is his former mentor to provide concrete evidence to substantiate his allegations.
No, that ain't it.
I've got an offer you can't refuse. I want Devin to face Gervonta, but I need him to take a dive, echoes Bill's voice through the recording, laying bare the depth of the behind-the-scenes maneuvering. We're talking big money here, Floyd, and you'll be taken care of. Trust me. How does Mayweather respond? Oh, it's a masterclass in composure. Bill, you're asking me to fix a fight? That's not how we do things in this business. Mayweather calmly retorts, his words cutting through the tension in the air. The recordings unveil a nuanced negotiation, with Mayweather skillfully sidestepping the questionable offers without committing to anything. The fallout from this revelation...
Man, let's get to it, man. I gotta get this camera back up on here. Yeah, man. D-Town say you looking bright over there. Straight up. Bill Haney need to be banned from boxing. Due to just a lying, irritating mother. Yeah, we know, man. We know. It's entertainment. So I guess it's entertaining to see, you know what I'm saying? To see this stuff. Or they think it's entertaining to see these niggas do and say what they do and say. You know what I mean? What up, though? You looking bright over there. Yeah, man. Hey, the good Lord is shining on me, Jack, right now. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. No, this how I'm looking at it when I see it. Hey, some of that stuff real. Some of that stuff real is it's an inside leak, man. It's kind of like made to like to be controversial, but just to make you think, but it be on point. Yeah, I know you talking about the lighting. That's the sun shining through here on my forehead. Man, I don't know about that. I don't think that happened. Man, I'm thirsty in the mountain mine right now. Yeah, so look, chat. It's what it is. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I got the hoodies. I gotta put the sauce up on that mod. You dig what I'm saying? They came a little late, but I still got them. You dig what I'm saying? I'm sending that care pack. We at 10,000 right now, so we go send out a. I don't know. We might send out a plate, dog tag chain, a hoodie, and a tumbler. That's what it's gonna be to somebody. I was supposed to ship it off, but I got the hoodie late. I got it yesterday, so I'm gonna do the hoodie today, and hopefully later on we gonna get it cracking on first thing in the morning. You know, when I had everything together, then we gonna send it off to somebody. You know, but y'all gotta follow my Instagram at the boxing outlet _ because you got to put your information right there in order to win it. You did. Hey, Devin Haney supposed to be fighting your boy Ryan Garcia, but like I was saying, Ryan Garcia, you did hit harder than Fam, but Fam is a better boxer than him. So I'm gonna have to give that to Haney because Ryan Garcia hit Haney with something. Haney gonna get on that bike and get to riding it real long. The link in the comment section if you want to come up and kick it with your homie from Wyoming. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, he gonna get on that bike and he'll get to riding that bike like he a cyclist. We'll turn straight into a cyclist on there. Straight into a cyclist. For real, for real. For real. Especially if he can't hit Ryan with something to keep him up off of him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, kind of like that video said, hey, take the dive because Regis ain't do nothing. You think they got enough money to buy Ryan Garcia off to make Ryan Garcia take the dive? Because if Ryan Garcia come in this fight and don't fight, we know that it took the dive. Lomachenko didn't fight, really fight to me to the 10th, 11th round. Straight up. So it's like, man, what's going down? You know what I mean? Then they say Cambosis. The Cambosis, take the dive. Yeah, he gonna get outboxed. He ain't gonna get whipped. He ain't gonna get whipped unless he don't fight like Regis did. He ain't gonna get whipped. He get outboxed because Devin don't whip nobody. That's the only whip Devin did. He win, but he ain't whip. Regis ain't do nothing. So it kind of make, it's kind of suspect, So he ain't gonna whip nothing. He'll win versus Ryan, but he ain't gonna whip Ryan. Yeah, he is. Yeah, but Devin don't hit hard enough to really smash nobody. We like they even that knockdown. I question that knockdown now. Is that an accidental knockdown? He accidentally knocked the nigga down on accident. Did he do that? We got D-Town up in here. What up, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's going down?
I can't call it. Well, I can't wait for that Jigaro Asante to come on this mug.
What happened?
Man, that nigga, him, cooking with Frank. Man, last night I seen them niggas on Manager Marty. I got up on that, man. I ain't even say nothing crazy. Them niggas timed me out. Then laughed at me. Them niggas timed me out and laughed at me. I can't wait till them niggas come make what's up on you, man.
Dang, man. Hey, what you say, man? What you say?
Man, they was on there with all that conspiracy and this slow nigga. He trying to be so break down this man, he was moving so slow, break down all this snack conspiracy Bob Arams. Man, all I said was, man, we gotta get off the snack, man. We gotta get off it.
Now, as long as it's around, you see, you can only get off the snack when snack is eliminated, man. Snack can't be around, and you telling niggas to get off the snack. That's just like they saying, say no to crack, and crack is all through the neighborhood. Everybody's
I
not gonna
dig
say
it.
no to it.
I dig it, but I was just trying to engage them niggas in some opinions. Them niggas time my ass out.
Time they got you real
I ain't
good
even
and
get
quick.
disrespectful, man. I ain't say nothing crazy, nothing, man. It's just a difference of opinion, and them niggas time me out. I don't know who done it. I don't know if it was Manager Marty or them niggas, but them niggas got to laughing. So they had to have a hand in it.
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy because you know, that be pissing niggas off. I got so many people in my inbox talking about some they ain't got timed out, they didn't say nothing and do nothing and I
That's
say,
still
man.
niggas, man. Him man cooking with Frank was style. D-Town must be ours. Got to laughing at me and shit. I'm like, okay, you niggas.
Straight up.
I'm like, okay.
He say Devin ain't gonna fight Ryan because Ryan is taller and younger and he hits harder. That's enough for Devin to avoid the fight.
Man, he better fight him. It's his next best thing to take.
Yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun to time niggas out. I just time the nigga ass out. Yeah, it's fun sometimes, you know, straight up.
I say them niggas is bogged in them or
I could with Frank say he ain't got the wrench on Manager Marty channel, man. He say you cap, man.
that nigga was laughing at me too. I'm talking about that laugh. So he was in cahoots. Them two niggas was talking back and forth in the chat.
Oh yeah.
2 Cent was on the panel, boy. They conspiracy theory out, boy.
He say Devin don't run from anybody. Stop it.
Shit.
I don't know.
That nigga can beat Shakiri in 100 mile dash.
Nah, Shakur got them happy feet, man. Both of them got them happy feet, man. It's like
I'm
what's
talking
that
about
nigga
Shakiri,
name?
the track stuff. Gold medalist.
Yeah.
He can
So
beat
beat
up. Shit. She set a world record. He can beat up.
Damn. Yeah. We got one of Devin fanboys over here. Devin entire career is cap, saving for somebody who's buying it, bro. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I've been knew that, you know what I'm saying? And then like they put it out there so you can just pick your brain, man. Cause Regis show ain't do nothing. Regis ain't even do 2% of what we thought I'm like, man, if the nigga could just land a punch.
Nigga couldn't even get within 2 feet of the nigga.
Damn.
That was crazy. He stood in there. I ain't never seen a shutout all 12 rounds. You seen that before?
Floyd.
Who he all 12 rounded?
Oscar. Not Oscar, Canelo.
Canelo?
Yep. And if it would have went 12 rounds with Arturo Gotti,
Oh yeah, he told that nigga ass up.
And what's his name? Damn, tall one, Diego Corrales.
Oh man, he destroyed that nigga.
Floyd got some. He got some heat on his under his belt. Straight up, he got some heat. He
And
whooped
see,
on
that's what
some of
Devin
them
need.
young ones.
Devin can't come back and fight no clown, man. He can't come back. I don't even think he should fight Ryan. If he fight Ryan, that's just to try to get some pay-per-view clout.
Yeah.
Ryan ain't nothing but a clout chaser, man. This nigga, he a clout chaser.
Ryan want to fight something.
Man.
Ryan want to fight something, man.
That
Kaz,
nigga
what's
want to
happening,
lose.
man?
That nigga want the money, man. That nigga can't
Man.
beat none of these niggas he be calling out. Can't beat Devin.
Who? Ryan?
Yeah, that nigga can't beat them.
You never know. Devin might get a Charlie horse in the middle of the fight.
We thought the same thing about Regis.
I know, but Regis ain't even fight, man. Regis and even with Jamel, man, it's crazy. Hey, is Jamel locked up, man? They saying the man locked up
I don't know.
for domestic. I hope he ain't out there putting them paws on his old lady.
I told you, them two niggas is off, man. Them niggas is off. Them niggas must have cracked each other head when they came out.
He say, I gotta respect what he's doing. Let me go back to some of these, man. Gotta respect what he's doing.
Who doing?
Devin Haney doing. I ain't gotta respect nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Man. That nigga need a big fight.
He need a whoop. He need to get one of them Floyd Diego Corrales fights where he dominate. Floyd Gotti fight where he dominate a fighter that's fighting.
Yes,
that want to fight.
Partner. He need the right dance partner.
Somebody his height, his size, his weight, taller than him, longer than him, longer reach. I want to see one of them a spectacular victory like that. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I ain't gonna lie. He keep fighting these damn midgets, man.
I don't think the nigga got it in him just yet.
Hey, how old is this nigga? 20? What was it? 25 now?
25.
That's how old Devin is. That's a grown man.
Yeah.
There ain't no kid. They still be calling that nigga kid, trying to make niggas think that nigga 18, 19, man. That's a grown ass man right there. He got to get one of them fights. If you in the game, you got to test yourself straight up.
Yeah. Talking about you to play some boxing. You and your pops. You pound for pound. You fight of the year. Fighter of the year. He nobody to be fighter of the year, nigga.
Hey, he midget for midget. Cause he fight midget after midget after midget. He the midget champ. Straight up. He keep fighting all these short niggas, man. Come on, man. You gotta, man. But I mean, if that's what they put in front of, easy money. You know what I'm saying? He said Jamel and Jamal some slaw heads. That's why they act like that. Yeah, damn, I ain't even know. But they down there in Texas. Where is it? It's right there. That's where it's at. They coming from Mexico through Texas, so they probably got some of the purest. Probably snorting the skin off the inside of their nose. You never know. That's where they get that thing get down there. It says more hate for his dad that it runs off on Devin. Yeah, man. Yeah, because his dad, I don't know that. I think he just should shut up. I think he should do the behind the scene business and stuff because he's good at that. And then let Deb talk for itself all the time, every single time. Just let Deb be Deb. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, he forced it. He forced it.
Yeah. That's what I think.
At this point, he need a competitive fight, and he need to win that mug.
Yeah, man. He need a competitive. I think he should fight Broner next.
Hell no, ain't nobody gonna give him no clout for that. They
Nah.
gonna get to talking about Bronner was old. Bronner's a drunk. Bronner's body was diminished.
That's how it go. That's how it go. That's what
You want Bronner back in the ring bad.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it go though. You got to whoop on the old champ. That'll be good on his resume. What do you think they were doing to Gamboa? Whooping on the old champ. You know what I mean? You gotta get one of them on your resume. That'll be good for his resume. I think.
So is we tired of him fighting senior citizens of the boxing game or what? If the nigga ain't old, the nigga little.
I still want to fight Broner. Straight up. I like to see that. Yeah, I like to see that they in the same weight class. Why they ain't coming up? They moved up to 140. Yeah, 140. That'll be a good one. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one.
The nigga need a splash though. He needs a splash, and he done missed all his opportunities chasing this nigga Tank. You messed it up with Matias because you know you didn't want to fight that nigga in the beginning. You let Tio go get him a fight. Lomachenko and Kambosos about to fight. He ain't got no. It's like he ain't got no choice but to fight his mandatory and win that convincingly.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be something good. They both lost to Devin. Always see what? I'm kind of motherfucker. I want to see how they stand up. How Kambosos fight against Lomo, and his Lomo go start real late again. You know what I mean? Give away them early rounds and then try to catch them later on. I think they be pacing themselves when they be doing that. That they know that they can't go hard for these first 7-8 rounds, but around that 7th to 8th round, start picking it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to let the other fighter get some of that steam off, preserving their energy and stuff. That's what I'm thinking, man. Unreal. But man,
he need a splash fight, man. He need a big fight. He got to silence all this stuff going on. He'll got to hook him up with somebody that's gonna be competitive.
Man, they gonna stick him up in there with Webster.
Not Webster.
They gonna put him in there with Webster, man. Come on, man. They gonna put him up dead in there with Webster. It ain't gonna be right, man.
Tank situation dead. They need to let that go. He keep telling everybody to produce the numbers. Nigga, why you just don't bring the numbers out to shut them all up? You talking about you got the numbers. You privy to see the numbers. You got them. Why you just don't show the numbers to shut all these niggas up? He want them to prove it.
By who
Listen to
number?
our lie and let them prove we lying.
Yeah. Who that homie did like 50,000? That what you talking about?
Yeah. Show us he did.
They ain't. And that's if they did that. Damn.
For sure. I
I
don't think
would
they
think
did
about.
that.
I would thought about 100,000. But nigga
These
did 50,000. That's crazy, man. To have all this power, this money, you got promotion over here, promotion overseas, and all kind of stuff, and you only do 50,000. Oh, that's probably 50,000 in the U.S.
I don't think he done that, Ross. I think he done up under 50. These other channels, man, they be getting on my damn nerves. These niggas trying to make up a reason how Leonard Ellaby, Bob Arum, now these niggas that's been in the game for many, 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 many moons and years. And I know in business at the top level of the game, when you're in the promotion game, I don't care what game you in, it's a small world. Because there's not too many people at the top of the food chain. So
Right.
it's a small world. Everybody knows somebody and got a friend in everybody's camp.
Yep, and they all be telling on each other.
Yeah, so you can't tell me this nigga Bob don't know what he talking about. You can't tell me Ellaby, especially over there messing with Mayweather, don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, they know exactly what they talking about.
Yeah, they got niggas in Matchroom, they got niggas in Top Rank, they got niggas in PBC, Golden Boy. Everybody got somebody in somebody camp that tells them information.
Yep. That's how it
Especially
is.
Bob. Yeah, that's how it is. It don't matter if it's a broad, a nigga, a hating nigga that don't think he got his just due, a broad somebody knocking off, a nigga, a damn clerk, or somebody they paying. It don't matter. Everybody got somebody in somebody camp. They got a friend in that mud. They share information.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's crazy because they say De La Hoya that De La Hoya told Floyd what was wrong with Ryan. They had a rib injury.
Yeah, man, it's a dirty game. You can't tell me these. It's some validity to some of this stuff these niggas be saying. It ain't just niggas just ain't making up lies. Just be making. Yeah, I know Bob don't like the fact or that Dev left Top Rank or whatever or whatnot. But you got to look at that two ways. He could either be hating or he could either got the information and couldn't wait to put it out because the nigga left. It's either one or the other.
Man.
Just the way it goes. Boy, I'm telling you, it's no different than the streets. I was out there tough, nigga. I knew every nigga in the city, out of the city. No matter if a nigga had a broad, a cousin, niggas and broads love to talk.
Yeah, that's just how it is, though.
Yeah, they love to talk. You
They
know what a
can't.
nigga doing.
They go tell. They got to tell somebody as soon as they can.
Yeah. They give you up the information for free. That nigga got a new plug in Texas. He ain't out in Cali no more. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Yeah, man.
You know niggas' businesses. It's your job to know another nigga business. You might not know every damn detail, but you know a nigga business when a nigga is in competition with you.
Yeah, because niggas go tell you.
Yeah, they can't wait to tell.
Yeah, they most definitely go tell you. Good morning, Mr. Mars.
Hey, good morning, fellas, man. How you guys doing this morning, man?
Man,
What's
we just
happening,
chilling,
Mom?
man.
Yeah, what's up? A lot going on in the world of boxing, man. All this Tank, Devin, Floyd nonsense, I call it, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's nonsense, baby, but it's real.
Nah, facts,
Yeah.
bro. I listen. I agree with that 1,000%. It's nonsense, but I think the corruption of the business of boxing is starting to get put out there, and so we trying to. I mean, we all knew what it was, but to kind of hear these stories and kind of see some of these things happen that goes on behind the scenes, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy.
Hey, Bill finna be in the hospital with COVID on life support. Watch.
Yeah, he gotta be quiet, man.
They finna be. They
Yeah,
finna
he
talk
gotta
about
be
his
quiet.
COVID.
He talking too much right now. Like let Devin fight, be his dad, be his trainer. But he's walking around as if he's Jeff Floyd and Roger Mayweather, and he's not. And I don't like that about him. Like act like you've been there before. You have a good young fighter with talent. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Listen. It's almost like we hear more about Bill than we do Devin. It's almost like, and I hate to say this, but
Yeah.
kind of irking me, and he's making me think about him like I thought about Kenny Porter at times. Like you two out front. I don't like that. Listen, it's about the
Yeah.
fighter.
He wanna be the star, man. He living vicariously through
About the
his
fighters,
son.
man.
Yeah, he living through his son, man. All fathers live through that. I'm about to live through my son too, nigga. Straight
Yeah,
up,
true,
make
Yeah.
him
true
be.
that. But it's a
Yeah.
way you gotta do it. It's a way you
Right.
go about it, man.
Well, that's not a bad thing, guys. Listen, man, we're gonna praise
No.
Bill for what he's done up to this point because he's done an awesome job. But once you get to this level, you gotta learn how to play your role. You know what I'm saying? Like they're blessed, and I don't want Devin and Bill to get their blessings taken away based on his actions. So he's just doing too much.
Bill, he playing the game the wrong way.
Uh,
Instead of thanking niggas, he's shitting and stepping on them. Everybody help him get where he at. And that's why
mhm.
they starting to come out the closet on his ass.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
burns some
man.
bridges. He burning a lot of bridges right now, man. And one thing you can't do in boxing is do that because sometimes a lot of things in Rush, this a lot of things in boxing, especially that sport, is out of your control. You rely on others to get things done, and so if you're burning bridges, then you just can't do that. You can't do it,
Hey,
man.
look, Mr. Mom. My mama and my grandmama always told me. My grandmama told me first. Nigga, you catch more bees with honey than you do vinegar.
Yep.
Right, right,
Mm-hmm.
yep. I
Yeah,
agree.
man. So what y'all saying? The nigga slick?
Of course he's slick. I mean, he was slick in the first game. Of course
You
he's slick.
know the nigga slick.
I'm
He
not gonna lie though. He
The
talks.
nigga is pulling a Kwame Kilpatrick on these
He,
niggas, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he articulates very well. He's well spoken. The dude can talk. He a smooth operator. He a smooth, shrewd operator. This Bill Haney dude is just that. Sometimes when you're that shrewd and that smooth talking, you can double talk and it come back to bite you. So, I mean, he's sneaky, Ross. You know that.
Nigga done got too arrogant and too flamboyant.
Yeah, yeah. And
But what about Terrence Crawford?
What about him?
Didn't he get too arrogant?
Hell no. He
nah,
got the
nah,
bag.
Yeah,
nah.
man. He started just talking about if he like Drago in the ring, if he dies, he dies.
I mean, Terrence Crawford doing things that normal boxers do, Ross. Just talk they mess and go. Listen, I mean, Bomac ain't doing what his what
Now when you
Bill.
got steroid allegations against you.
That's
He ain't got no steroid allegation.
Improving, man. The hell, you still on that, man? Come on, bro.
No, we got to tell the truth. He do got steroid allegations.
Allegations ain't true.
Yeah, you got to prove it.
It could be true.
It could be. It could be.
You got to prove it ain't, but you can't prove it ain't.
And you got to prove
it is. No, the ones who are bringing the allegations have to prove that it is true.
The burden is on the prosecution. Y'all prosecuting that nigga. Prove it.
You got to prove
it. Ain't nobody prosecuting him. People just showed y'all what he showed us. That's it. We ain't prosecuting him.
Listen, man, why y'all can't get a man his props? The nigga came to 147 and knocked out every nigga he got in the ring with, man. His last 8-9 fights, truly his last 11 was KOs, man, stoppages. Why you can't see the man for what the man is, man?
Hey, cut it out.
What's up, y'all?
D35 in the building. What's happening?
What's up, everybody?
What up, D35?
Nigga done broke history, man, for years, man.
Cut it out.
He knocked out everybody at 147. Nigga fought all his mandatories, but maybe one.
Is y'all talking about the GOAT?
Yeah, they're talking about the GOAT.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Okay. I'll just
cut it out, man.
I start hearing GOAT.
Nah, ain't nobody talking about Floyd. Ain't nobody talking about Floyd, man.
Give him his props, man.
Ain't nobody talking about Floyd.
Hey, Ashante L sent me some old bull crap last night and then get mad at me that I ain't believe it.
Yeah, he was on Manager Marty. I'm telling you, them niggas was conspiracy out last night. Dog.
Oh, Suntail, yeah.
Them niggas timed me out. Them niggas blocked me.
Them like a hood rat, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. A Suntail is like a hood rat going stream to stream, hood to hood. Open holes.
That nigga got riches everywhere.
Hey, how y'all gonna do a Santé like that, man?
I know you
got more riches than everybody I know.
Right, man. Stay on one channel, man. What are you doing, bro? This man in every house. This is crazy.
Man, listen, he gonna send me some stuff about Devin Haney having a heart attack. I looked at the stuff, dude ain't even talking about no heart attack, and all the comments like defamation of character, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's
ain't
real.
Yeah,
you say, man, I ain't gonna send you nothing else because you don't believe nothing.
That's him. You ain't on his narrative. It's fuck you, nigga. You
even with the peace emoji. I say, man, you crazy, man. I don't gotta believe that.
Dang, man. Don't go
that nigga like you dead to me.
What?
Man.
That nigga like, you don't believe that? You dead to me. What movie that was on? That nigga say, you dead to me.
I say, man, you gonna say somebody, I say he a world athlete.
That was the Karate Kid.
I say, man, listen, he a world athlete, and it ain't all over the news, and you telling me I'm supposed to believe this?
Yeah, man. Hey, 3-5, man. If you would have seen Manager Marty, man, them niggas was and he was sitting there like a snake charmer. He had all them niggas with the slow flow, charming the shit out of them niggas.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, y'all niggas sitting up going for this, man. This nigga sitting back, man.
Hey, you already know I get down, man. Yeah. That delusional talk don't work on me, man. Yeah, I cut that stuff out right in his tracks.
How you feeling, Greg? We got Greg in the building, man.
Hey,
Greg.
What's up, Mr. Greg?
Y'all had me laughing before I even signed in.
Man. And them niggas was all them niggas was in was the 1980s and 90s. I'm like these niggas,
what?
Half of these niggas out here wasn't even born. This nigga snake charming the shit out of these niggas.
I can't trust Manager Marty, man. He looked just like Calvin off of Paid in Full, man.
Straight up.
Straight up. Dudes don't know boxing.
Don't do that to Marty.
Man, he crazy, man. That nigga is on one, man.
How y'all been?
Oh, yeah, he do look like Calvin.
That nigga, hey, for sure. That nigga channel is like an underground rebel channel, man. I'm not bullshit.
Oh,
hey, how you been, Ross?
All right, and you? I've been good.
That's good. How y'all been doing, man?
We
Everybody in the
good,
chat.
Mr. G. We good.
Y'all had me laughing when you talked about Asante. You just had me. I had to come with.
Oh man, Sante, he crazy, man.
Man,
Oh
listen.
boy, oh boy.
Hey, Asante waiting on the revolution to jump off. That nigga gonna be on the front line. I'm telling you.
Ashanti got the best weed in the city, bro. He be out there smoking, coming up with his own, and then get handed. I'm like, come on, OG. What is going on?
Asante, where you at, man? Where you at, Asante?
Hey,
Where you
and
at, man?
he don't be having no facts to back up his claims, man.
Hey, y'all talking about my favorite nemesis like that. That's my nemesis now. Y'all can't go to do him like that.
You say you only believe with everything you research. That's the only thing you believe. I'm not sending you nothing else. Hit me with the peace sign emoji like, don't ever text him again. I'm like, damn.
Hey, man,
Asante
can be on South Beach on the beach, man, and they tell him, nigga, it's snowing on the east side of Miami. That nigga be like, for real it is? Let me text my people and tell them to stay shovels.
Hey, that's Ross' fault, man. Ross gave that boy
they
he thought he was the man. Listen, that's your fault, Ross.
Yeah,
that's
Ross.
my fault.
Ross,
that is your Luca
Brasi. Ross, that's your Luca Brasi.
What'd you say?
I said that's Ross's Luca Brasi. Ross the Godfather, and Asante is Luca Brasi. That is on you.
He done created a monster, boy.
You had him out here killing everybody.
Yeah, he got bodies. He got bodies on his. He got
a whole bunch of bodies on him.
He got bodies, man.
Hey, Santiago, he the homeboy too that's always messing up. You can't get rid of the nigga because he got so much love for you and loyalty, but he always doing some stupid ass shit that you gotta clean up. You can't tell nobody F the nigga, but you always gotta clean his messes up. Like, nigga, I'm tired of you niggas.
You're gonna have to start taking him when you go out with you, Ross.
He cool, man. He be cutting y'all up. That's why y'all be mad. Because he destroyed all y'all. He destroyed all of them, and now these niggas mad. You dig what I'm saying?
Ross trying to protect his product, man.
Yeah, man. I told you the type he is. You can't. The nigga so loyal, he can't talk bad about him.
No, this is what I'm saying. He didn't cut y'all up, bro. So I can't. Matter of fact, hold on, man. Let me get
that nigga don't do nothing but talk
the
loud
nigga
and
done cut y'all
everything.
up so many times, man. He done body. You know how many people Asante body on this channel, man? He is a certified Terrence Crawford fan slaughterer. You know what I'm saying? Murder, mass murder.
You
went through his head.
Ain't no tumbler go to it. You tripping, man.
You got apps and that nigga got your powder. Give me the powder. Give me the powder. Give me the powder.
No, man. Asante, man, he done whipped y'all so many times, man, that y'all over here delusional. That's delusional. Straight up.
In jail for years. Years.
He's slaughtering y'all. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Cut him off.
It's 4 verse 1. Hey, don't put me in my Bruce Lee mode real quick. Don't get me in my Jackie Chan roll, Jack. Yeah, I just noticed it. It's 4 verse 1. And Mr. Miles just been sitting in the cut. Yeah. And I see that they trying to get down on your boy, man. But you know, I'm certified with these posts, man, to lay a Terrence Crawford fan down, Jack, at any given time, man. Because you know why? Because I got the proof right here that this nigga is a cheating nigga.
Photoshop gloves come out.
No. Ain't no Photoshop nothing. Look at this nigga's forehead.
Oh my God. Come on,
now, man. You know that ain't no real picture of his forehead.
A nigga kill you over that hairline, man. You can't do Will like that, man. Come on. A nigga.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Yeah, man. That nigga muscles got muscles. They say, I ain't on the roads. Yeah, boy, I get the roasting y'all. I am undefeated.
Nah.
Hey man, have y'all talked about the upcoming fights yet? Cause I ain't been, I ain't been around a lot. What's going on with the fights coming up tonight?
The day of the reckoning.
This weekend.
The day of the reckoning.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna even get that.
Did y'all watch the Colbert fight? I just saw a clip of it. Him getting knocked out.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
Yeah,
That
I ain't
nigga got
watching.
knocked out. Capping ass nigga.
Jeez. I wonder.
I thought the nigga neck was broke, Mr. G.
That's what it looked like.
It took the nigga 20 minutes to get up, and then he got up talking. We gonna run it back. We 1-1. That's 1-1. We gonna run it back, nigga. Dang, it just took 20 minutes to get you up, nigga.
Isn't that the second time he been knocked out in a row, or lost at least?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He got knocked down in the first fight against dude or Ryu.
Yeah, they gave him the fight though.
So he lost 2 in a row though,
honestly,
didn't he?
Chris Colbert too big. Yeah, they gave him the win, but it was a controversial win.
Okay.
That nigga mouth
But he got knocked down in that fight.
Yeah, I saw part of that fight too, but I haven't watched a lot of the fights lately. So I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up, but I still got too many other things to do. So I need to come over and see y'all. So when I came on, saw y'all getting that Asante, you just had me laughing.
Yeah, Ross put
man.
for 2 hours, man. Now he think you running something.
No, man, y'all. Hey, Asante to put in work on this channel, man.
Yeah.
He he's certified with chopping the nigga up over here, man. That's an OG. Wait till you get his channel up. He go get his channel up.
But I'm saying he done bust his gun like 50,000 times and ain't hit nobody.
Ain't nobody allowed to come on his channel, Ross. He done killed everybody.
Who, Asante?
Yeah. Ain't nobody alive. He can't have no channel. All the fans dead.
Man, he gave him that wrench, man. It was over with.
Nah, man, y'all can't do Asante like that, man.
Well, you took his wrench, didn't you?
I took everybody wrench.
Yeah, so you took it because of Asante, though. So
it ain't just because of Asante, but I just took it. Okay. I just took them all because on some real stuff. Because when I started this, I ain't know nothing about no wrench or passing out no wrench. I was just giving everybody out wrenches. So, you know what I mean? That wasn't long as they weren't a Terrence Crawford fan, they got a wrench.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you gave a wrench to a serial killer. Didn't even know it. So yeah, you to blame too.
Man, I gave it to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to send some money to all them families that he took people from.
Dang. Yeah. He most definitely master disaster. He cut you off quick. He get you out of there.
He give you 3 times though. He give you 3 times. That's the 3rd time he done lied. Cut him off.
But that mess on your channel though, man. You need everybody on here, all the people commenting for your channel to grow. Even if it's good or bad, unless they get disrespectful.
Yeah, man.
You got straightened out with YouTube? You're not having too many more problems with them?
Nope. Still ain't straightened out.
Sorry to hear that.
Boy, I'll be at probably about 10,000 a month if they cut out the BS. Straight up.
What you think the problem is with them?
I don't know.
Asante. That might be the problem.
No, man,
hell,
it ain't no Asante, man. Y'all tripping,
That's my
man.
man, though. I still love him. Even though he a killer.
He go get y'all. Don't worry about it.
Nigga got me last night. Laughed at me.
Where y'all at last night?
He had his power last night. He had his wrench last night, boy.
Hey, that's like a
flexing that bug.
hey, they're like a motherfucker popping you and sticking you up and some stuff in a whole nother neighborhood. He can't do it. He ain't doing it over in this neighborhood, but he get over there and he see you.
Man. He said, I can
on
get you over here, D-Town. I can get your ass over here. You ain't protected.
Were y'all on Marty's show last night too?
I was. To them
What was
niggas.
going on over there?
To them niggas threw me in the trash can and told them to pick it up.
Asante was over there?
Yeah, he was over there hard. That
wrench?
nigga was stumping hard.
Okay. So he had a wrench over there. See, you ain't take all his wrenches from him, Ross.
I ain't get over where? I can't take no wrench from him over there.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Moss.
I just took the wrenches off over there. Yeah.
I was asking Moss, when you going live or something on your NBA channel?
Mr. Mars.
Mars in the cut. He up there with that 50 cal. He waiting.
Mars probably arguing with Asante on his phone.
Now you got Asante coming straight to your house now.
Yeah, he probably over there hollering, and arguing with him on the other line.
What you need to get up to your 10,000, bro?
I got 10,000 subscribers. I'm talking about $10,000 a month. Shit.
What you need to get there?
I need YouTube to stop playing with my channel.
Oh, so it's not the people, it's YouTube itself.
Yeah, it's YouTube itself. Yeah, I noticed the different things they be doing. I noticed.
Oh, they pay you about a month on there?
Yeah. I used to buy my dog food. Yep, they pay every month. But
that's good. 10 bands a month. That's great money.
I think if they stop playing with my channel, I think I could hit that.
How many subscribers you need to hit that?
It ain't about the subscribers. It's about the watch, the views, and how long they watch it. I mean, it is about the subscribers too, though. But you can have 1,000 subscribers and do that if people just, because a lot of time people watch the videos and they ain't subscribed to you.
How long your videos? How long they need to watch before it hit?
You got to get them views, man. You got to get them views. You know what I mean? And different niches and different just different things you could do to bring up your stuff. So say if you getting like some niches, you might get $20, $30 every 1,000 views. You know what I mean?
Do they allow you to sell advertising on your platform?
Yeah, I could do whatever I want to do.
Okay.
If I ask like now, if I ain't got it on here no more, but just something like this.
Hey, y'all watching Ross Media, ROSS, okay? This is Debo from Hit Movie Friday, and I still got the bike.
Like commercials, all you want with different people products or whatever if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
So you can sell 10 second, 15-second slots if you just set it up that way.
Yeah, because it ain't nothing but just pushing a button.
That might be another way to generate the more. Well, when I had a travel site for a minute, and I started selling commercial spots, but they shut it down because they wanted the owners of the master platform. They wanted to be the only ones who sold advertising. That's why I was asking you about that, because that's the way to me, go ahead and take it in your own hands and, do 15, 10-second slots and generate revenue from that as well. But do you have to give YouTube a piece of that revenue if you do that?
Hell no.
Okay.
They had to hit my Cash App. But I ain't even tripping on that. Like when like now, we just dropped the litter. I'm gonna run the litter. I'm gonna run the dogs through here. You know what I mean? I ain't go matter of fact, I'm gonna do one when I get up off of here, make a little promo video. We just dropped the
So you ship the
litter of
dogs
Merle.
to any state they want?
Yep, any state. I might bring it to them myself. You know what I mean? Depending on how far it is. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know you was in Chicago. I thought you was down in Arizona. I might go up there for my birthday. Come up there to Chicago.
No, I'm in the shop. Yeah, I'm out
Is
here.
that D35?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? I was worried about you for a minute.
Yeah,
I know.
He disappeared, man. We whooped on him so many times over here, man. He had to let them wounds heal up.
I had to let y'all patch each other up, man. I done beat up on all y'all.
Well, I'm glad you're all right, brother. Glad you're okay.
Yeah, I was good. I saw you on there concerned about me. I was like, I was good. I just be joking around, man. You gotta know my personality.
No, I'm glad to know. You just never know. You gotta look out for people.
Yes, I appreciate it,
man.
sir.
Yeah, man.
Back to the GOAT, man.
Yeah, Floyd ain't boxing no more, brother. Hey, for real. Hey, but
what Earl gonna do though? Is Earl in shape? Or cause some people were saying that was an old picture when he had the
he in shape.
on.
He in shape.
It's not about getting shape, D35. Skill set. It's about that skill set. What has he worked on in the gym? It's not about being in shape.
I'm not in the gym with him. I can't tell you what the nigga worked on. I can tell you he could just beat Crawford up.
Well, he can't work on nothing in one camp. He's gonna take more than
probably cutting corners again. He probably cutting corners again.
He never cut no corners. He came in.
He said he did.
He came in looking like me. That's old fights. That one with Crawford.
The last 4 fights, though.
Man, that was not with Crawford. That was not with Crawford. No.
Yeah. He just got away with it. That's all.
Yeah, he already told you he come in, he have to lose so much weight just to make the weight every time. Like
that was then. He got a nutritionist. He did it the right way the last time.
But you know what that come from? They start getting money and getting lazy. That's what it comes from.
Crawford started getting money and taking roids then, if that's the case.
Nah, he ain't taking no roids now.
Yeah. That doesn't stay on
he hasn't
top.
gotten lazy. He didn't start trying to live that Hollywood fast life like Spence did, driving Ferraris, drunk and speed and all that craziness.
Man,
he stayed with his 7 kids and took care of business. Spence got with the boys.
Man, let me tell you something.
I bet you that nigga won't jog Mount Everest 7 days before a fight no more.
He was getting chased. He was getting chased.
By who?
By Mo 3. He feared for his life. And he went 100. He's going 100 miles getting away from him. That's a nigga trying to get away from a nigga. Now, Terrence Crawford went with 5 of his buddies. Deadlift an engine off the concrete, bare fingers, hands.
Well, he got strong hands, and he's been strong for a lot of years.
Look, he took the car off the rack.
Yeah.
Then broke the rack.
Mr. G, you know that, don't? That sounds so
funny.
I know it's funny. It's just funny. That's all.
He stole the car. He stole his own car. He told the nigga, I'm not paying for nothing. I'm gonna come in and steal my own car, nigga. And you go watch me.
He told him, I'll take it down. You don't have to take it down for me. I got it.
He broke the man lift, man.
What that got to do with Earl Spence in the ring?
Okay, this is what I want to say. I want to say this though. What do Earl Spence getting chased 3-4 years ago got to do with him in the ring?
Nothing. I was trolling.
Exactly.
I was
exactly. Trolling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
we on top
I can
of
be
it.
honest, man.
We just speaking to the character of the nigga.
We speaking to the character of Bud. You see what I'm saying?
Good sound character.
No,
Good
Bud
family
character
man.
is shot, man. Bud character is bogus. Bud was on the news, man, for stealing a car and lifting an engine up.
I saw Bud on the news giving back to his community. I ain't never seen Spence do that in Texas.
We ain't trying. We don't
just
care
saying.
about none of that,
I'm just
man.
saying.
We don't care about none of that, man.
Ross, you
What's
don't
going
love
on,
the
Mr.
kids,
Moss?
You don't love the
Hey,
kids,
Greg.
Ross?
How you doing, Greg?
I'm fine.
Good, man. Good to hear, man.
Yeah. Who's that just came on?
That was me, D35.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so man, y'all tripping, man.
Everybody.
Unreal.
I just heard that Steven Espinoza still owns the rights to Devontae Davis, and he's negotiating. Could be wrong. He's negotiating with Al Heyman to sell Al Heyman the rights. Is that true, or have y'all heard that?
No, I think he would.
Maybe to that catalog, but I don't think to Tank.
Tank is with supposed to be with Al Heyman, not Floyd.
But they said Tank broke from both of them and got GBT or GPP promotions that signed exclusively with Steven Espinoza, and now Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman are talking about purchasing the rights. So supposedly Javante, I just heard this, so I don't know what's true because I haven't been on top of it. So supposedly Javante Davis is upset about these negotiations that are alleged to be taking place.
I heard that too, Mr. Greg, too.
Okay.
I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah. So that's interesting because I know all of these contracts and these television deals and so forth have so many nuances and terms and in them. So I'm wondering actually what's going to happen with Boots and what situation he actually has besides being exclusive with or Showtime. Do they still have the rights to sell his whatever his terms are to sell to somebody else? All them things gonna come up soon.
No, his father say they didn't have no contract. They had a handshake.
With who?
With Showtime?
Oops. Yeah, he said they ain't had no contract. They did all that based on faith.
That always was
deal by
odd
deal.
to me. But I mean, it could be true, but it just seems odd.
I
Either
feel
way,
like Boots need to
boxing
sign with Mayweather.
is in the building.
Yo, what up? Good morning.
2 Cents was over there last night. She was
Hey,
over
good morning,
there.
Good morning.
was she over there giving some knowledge to people? Hey, 2 Cents, what's going on, sis?
She was over there.
Greg? Where I was at?
Was you over at Marty's show last night?
Oh yeah, we was over there.
They said Sante was over there assassinating people over there. Was you there? Was you there in witness?
Yeah, you know how Sante, he got the hairpin trigger.
Yeah, that nigga, he got me quick. I wasn't even on that 5 minutes. That nigga got me.
Oh man, and Asante got a wrench over there as well. Oh my lord.
They be over there tripping though, man.
Tripping. Thank you, sis. They be tripping.
When they talking about 2 Cents.
No, I'm talking about the people in the chat. They were just talking about Victor Conti, of course. And it's like you can't talk about, every time we talk about Victor, we talking about Victor, Devin with the weight gain, and here they come talking about Crawford. Like, y'all, we not even talking about Crawford. And what else he was talking about? He was talking about them pay-per-view numbers. How Bob was BSing about talking about Devin didn't do good pay-per-view numbers because the pay-per-view card was in December and it's the holidays. And I'm like, Bob,
Dwight had to fight then.
Yeah, why they got Deontay Wilder fighting Saturday?
Anytime Bob mad at a fighter, he start talking about their numbers and where he ain't making no money off them, et cetera, et cetera. I'll take anything that Bob saying with a grain of salt. He said the same thing about Terrence, but you can't pay nobody $4 to $6 million per fight, but keep saying you losing money. Bob was giving them guaranteed money and getting the money from everything else, including the broadcast rights, the rebroadcast rights, the foreign rights, the gate. the commercial endorsements, everything. Bob was getting money off of Terrence. He just claimed he wasn't. He just paying.
I
Terrence.
think Bob know what he talking about.
Nah, so look. And then it's like, Bob, you know Devin's not marketable like that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had both them fights in Australia with Kambosa.
That's
They
true.
had,
But also,
yeah.
my bad. Go ahead.
And then I also think it seems as though ever since they signed this deal with Amazon Prime, there has been this push to try and, I haven't fully thought it through, but it seems as though there's been this push to take away Tank Davis as the A side.
Yeah, I told you they tried to backdoor the nigga late night through DMs.
Who trying to do? Who you think doing that?
Eddie Hearn and Bill Haney did it.
So they trying to push to backdoor Tank, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they tried to snatch him up and get him over to the zone, claiming for a one fight deal. But yeah, right.
Well, if what I just said is true, that might happen. If Stephen Espinosa owns
There's more
the
money in it to it than that, because you get the rights to everything, the content, the fight, all of that. So you
I
get to
get
make
what you're
long
saying.
money off of that.
But if he owns the right to Tank, something gonna happen. That's why supposedly Tank's upset about it.
Well, Tank's upset because they know he's a star, and people go come to his fight. They're gonna make money off of him, so they're not putting him in there with the right. They put him in there with the right competition, but it's not for him, for his legacy. It does nothing for him as a fighter. But he do get for Tank, because Tank upset that he's not fighting those big names that everybody want him in the ring with. That's what he's upset about. And his company, like, you don't need to fight them. You're still making this type of money off fighting C fighters. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
as far as the business side, I understand that the fights ain't ready. Devin ain't ready. Shakur ain't ready. Them ain't ready to be no mega fights like a Ryan fight.
Yes, they don't have a big following. They don't have endorsement deals, and they ain't popular like Tank. Like, the superstars come out for Tank. The superstars come out for Ryan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody coming out for Devin. Ain't nobody coming out for Devin and Regis.
Hell no. Shakur done set himself back a year.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that. My opinion. Is supposedly is Ryan and Devin now talking about fighting? Is it a deal being offered? Is something set up? Who got a fight amongst those guys set?
Not a good fight though. It's just gonna go to the narrative of this nigga fighting all Tank leftovers, trying to be like him.
But there's nothing wrong with that. That's the same thing Pacquiao did with Mayweather. That makes more sense to build a fight.
They still got to fight each other, but who set the fight? Did anybody got a deal signed yet?
No, they just said they agreed to terms. Like, fights ain't really hard to make. It's just basically like which company is gonna be on. And
who gonna pay for it? That's all it is.
Right. And who gonna pay for it? But all that, who come out first and who the A side and B side, that's just like something personal. Like,
no, that's what Bob Arum was trying to say. But Bob, that's not true, man. It is important and it does matter, the A side, B side. If that's the case, then why is it even discussed and talked about if it doesn't matter who's the A side, B side? They just saying that. I think this is more so about the deal they just got with Amazon Prime versus Tank and Haney. They're just using that because none of this Tank don't fight nobody, Tank a 30-year-old prospect, none of this started until after they signed that Amazon deal. And now they're trying to take those PBC fighters and make them fight all the way in Saudi Arabia and do all that and do, like, why are y'all doing that? Y'all wasn't doing that when they was with Showtime?
Yeah, because most people don't buy fights. Like, most people don't.
Well, there's money in Saudi Arabia and Dubai too.
No, I get it, but Tank don't need to do that though. He just made 30 M's. I don't need no doggone Saudi Arabia. And then you're trying to tell me I'm not the A side. Like, you don't want me to make no decisions. It's weird, y'all.
That part I see, but if I can get more money over in Dubai consistently, and they trying to build another part to their economy by using American sports. Everybody's gone over there to try to make connections. Wilder's been over. That's why I think that's what those fights are this weekend over there. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look how they did Wilder here in the States. So they tried to blackball him. So yeah, he went over there.
Yeah, I would go. I wouldn't care about it. If I can get 50, 60, 30, 40 going over there consistently, that's where you go, because that's one of the new markets. So you go over there while you got a name still and get as much money as you can. So he's doing the right thing. Tank needs to do the same thing. He don't have to confine himself to just here, because you want to be an international star. So you go, especially if you go over to Saudi Arabia.
Tank don't need to do that.
Yeah,
but why are they trying to go around Al though? Rick? That's what's crazy about it.
But that's just
they
the
skip.
business. They want to skip over Al. They want to break him.
Man, it's like any other game in business.
Yeah.
Everybody gun at the nigga on top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to break him. They don't want him to have that kind of power that he has. How many fighters does Al have? 150.
Yeah.
Who else got those numbers?
But
Al got to be.
Bob got it.
I don't know if Bob got 150 fighters.
But it's money for both fighters when you go over overseas.
Bob, Top Rank is worth more than PBC, I believe. Top Rank worth like 300,000. They got catalog all the way back to Muhammad Ali.
That's where the money is. Then the money is in the catalog. Now PBC got a nice catalog, but they don't have one as big as Top Rank, because Top Rank been around.
Yeah,
Top Rank been around since the 50s, the late 50s.
And I think Bob got a lot of overseas fighters and stuff like that.
Yeah, he got deals overseas as well. I mean, Bob's almost 90. Look how long he been in the game.
But that's where the money at. The money is for like overseas is money for both companies.
In the UK,
in America, in the US, it's only money for the A side. And whoever the A side go get the bulk of the money, and then you get the B side go get some pennies. But over in Saudi Arabia and all those countries, they go put up money for both because they know they go get a good return on it.
All those overseas markets, it's a lot of money over there. Even in Mexico, even in Latin America, those are markets that are very rich and very profitable for the game of boxing. So yeah, you want to go everywhere where you can get that kind of money, even if you're not the A side.
Yeah, like Devin Haney. Like Devin Haney got $4 million against Regis, but I guarantee you for those.
Devin Haney did not get no $4 million.
He got 1.5.
Oh, 1.5. Then what did Regis get?
1.5.
Oh, they both got 1.5.
But what did he get to fight? What did he get to fight Kambosos?
He got way more money taking 25% of the fight over in Australia twice than $1.5 million in America. And he only sold 50,000 against Regis. So it's like over in America, they steal a fight. Like everybody bootleg the fight. Over there, they don't.
Well, Australia is a big market, and when you have rarities like they have over there with fighters, that whole country gets behind that fighter. So it made sense for him to fight financially over there, because he won both times. And he made a name for himself outside of the United States. So it makes sense to do those kind of things. So I dig what he did from the business point of view. It made a lot of sense, particularly when you win. So that's what guys got to start doing. Stop being stuck here, seeing how things are topsy-turvy, and go outside the world that you live in and step outside your limits. Go to the UK a lot more. Go to Africa. Go to Australia. Go to Latin America.
And then you're going to start seeing American fighters losing because they will.
Because I don't believe that there's not no more money in no damn country but America. Because we're the dirtiest niggas on the planet when it comes to money. More money funneled through here, and you can get away with way more than you can get away with in another country. Because if that was so, Bob, Eddie, Al, they would have been having them fights over in other countries if it was way more money.
I didn't say it's way more. It's just as much, and it's easier to get. That was true even in the 70s and even the 70s. I mean, look what those mega fights with Ali and Frazier were. outside the country, but you got to have somebody in your organization. They had Don King who can make those deals, and he did.
Didn't somebody say they was drugged for the Rumble in the Jungle?
I never heard that one.
George Foreman was. He said he was against Ali. George
That
Foreman
drug the
against that
judge
fight.
had was Ali punching
Yeah,
him in
then
the face.
those fights was in straight up poor ridden countries. You throw them niggas a couple dollars, they'll put it on.
Well, the presidents of those countries threw the money to the king, but he knew to do that. And that's what you need, somebody who know what to do. That's all it was. When they went to the Philippines, the Marcos were, I guess I would say, a corrupt administration, but they wanted that prestige of a big fight in their country with somebody like Ali, and they gave Don what he wanted. So Don knew what he's doing, and that's what is needed today. You can be the fighter, you can be great, but you got to have somebody who knows what to do to get you what you need. Bill Haney is trying to be that with Devin. Today's world is different, of course, but he's trying to do that. He's making some mistakes, of course, but you're gonna make the mistakes when you learn it. But that's what you gotta have. Somebody who's gonna go out here and make some noise, generate some kind of buzz for you, even if it's not as good as you want it to be, that will generate money for you guys. Bill should be also trying to get endorsement deals for Haney, and he's not doing it. He's just seemed to be bumping heads with the powers that be in boxing. When he
got endorsement deals for him.
What deals?
Hey, have y'all noticed? Man, that Snack, cut it out.
That's an endorsement deal.
Have y'all noticed since that AI video dropped, we ain't heard nothing from Bill?
What happened? See, I haven't been seeing too much lately.
Ross dropped a video. It was one of those like Faces Channel's AI videos, and it said that they had a recording of Bill. They said they had a recording of Bill asking Floyd Mayweather to fix the Tank fight.
Really?
Oh, yeah, y'all ain't heard nothing from Bill Haney.
And ever since that video done dropped, Bill done zipped the lip. I ain't heard nothing from Bill.
So this was a legitimate video then?
No. It was just an AI video saying that they had the recording, and then they were repeating what was said in the recording. And when Ross played it, I was telling Ross, like, that's a warning for Bill to shut up. Because if I'm telling you I have a recording, and then I'm telling you what's said, that means I got this recording. And if you keep talking, I'm going to drop it. That's what I got from it.
Okay, I can see that. Keep talking if you want to. We'll drop some real stuff for you. I get it.
Bill done messed up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bill. I like I said, I would be over at Microsoft and Apple and all those companies trying to get those kind of deals.
Man, Devin Haney ain't he don't generate enough to know Apple, Microsoft. Man, that nigga ain't.
But you have
like
to
that.
try. You gotta try. He got the image. Well, he's messing up his image.
He ain't got no damn. Mr. G, he ain't got no image for that.
For those kind of commercials, yes, he does. He just got to be cultivated. But he's trying to be something he's not. So that's messing him up. And then you got Bill, who is trying to bump with everybody and making things worse, where now people starting to dislike him.
Mr. G, that's dead, man. He started his brand off the wrong way. If he started like that in the beginning, cool. But it's dead.
Well, you can always try to fix it, but he ain't trying to fix it. He's just trying to bump with everybody. But it's always funny. I think didn't Ross call him up and clown him about his son having pillow fists?
Yeah.
So why Devin and Regis ain't fight in Saudi Arabia?
Probably they ain't want to fight. That's what I see.
Because it was Regis Prograde. Nobody.
Because they were talking about how they couldn't find a venue for the fight and all of this stuff they was talking. They just went to Saudi Arabia.
Bill already knew what time it was.
I can tell you,
San Francisco,
if they wanted that fight, they'd have bought that fight. But that's just how the game goes. It's everybody's jockeying for a position, moving about, doing this, saying that. But it just comes down to who got the money and who's willing to pay it. And if you don't have the money or you're not willing to pay it, Then you just have these fights on YouTube where people are arguing, debating about who's at fault and who's done what. Somebody will come up with the money and say, okay, on this date for this amount of money, what y'all want to do. Usually that's when the fight gets made.
Mr. G, you can hide the money, man. This is boxing. This ain't
But what's up with
NBA,
this
football. This the
campaign?
boxing. You can
What's up with
money,
this
but
campaign
if
to
you ain't got
discredit
the right
Javante Davis?
dance partner, you can't do all of that.
Say that again. Say it again, D-Town, because we buzzed out for a minute.
I say you can have the money and you can put on a nice showing of a mega fight, but if you ain't got the right dance partner, it ain't working.
Oh, I get you with that. And that's what I said, that the right dance partner coincides with having the money. So
And that's when he messed up. Regis, he trying to do all this stuff based off of Regis, and Regis was nobody.
Yeah, he'll learn.
And let me tell you too where Devin messed up when he agreed to all of that stuff with Cambosos, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's what you need to do to make the fights happen. You need to do this and do that." And I was saying then that later on this is going to bite him in the behind and bite other boxers in the behind, because no, you don't need to take less money, and no, you don't need to go overseas to their hometown and fight. You don't need to do that. You get what I'm saying? Because later on in the future, when you're doing what you're doing right now, people are going to say, well, why you doing all this with Tank, but with Cambosos, you was willing to take less money both fights. You was willing to go overseas and fight. That's why you shouldn't do stuff like that. You got to stand on your business.
Didn't Cambosos have all the belts at the time?
That's what got him. The belts had
right. Exactly, 2 cents. I mean, I look at that situation as a little bit different because sometimes in boxing, and Floyd told us this years ago, you take 4 or 5 steps backwards to take 10 steps forward. And so if he didn't do that, then maybe he wouldn't be where he's at now. And so
I would have did that.
Doing that, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
It was easy. That nigga was smooth. It was easy to go get them belts.
Correct.
He lucked. What was the luck for him was that war broke out over there in Ukraine, because that fight was supposed to go to Lomachenko. Lomachenko pulled out because that nigga wanted to go throw on a military suit, and Dev stepped right in.
That was a good break for Dev.
Exactly. That's where the little bit of luck came from.
Yeah. But if Lomo had went on and took that fight, they probably would have. His country probably would have rained hell down on him. So yeah, he did the patriotic thing and stepped away, and that gave Devin the opportunity.
And also too, Greg, I think back then, if Devin fights Loma back then, some would argue that it could have been bad because Loma got a little longer tooth after that. So
yeah.
I mean, timing's everything in boxing. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's why I won't take the.
But y'all talking about belts, we also talking about tens of millions of dollars. So you're telling me if I don't meet your terms and demands as the B side, you're gonna turn down tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah,
because you'll find somebody you gonna find somebody that need that money, gonna take it.
Right.
I'm talking about Devin. Devin saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you at one." Devin is trying to make himself the A side. See, they're trying to come off as if this is the thing people not realizing. Y'all gotta stop holding Tank to a standard that he's not holding himself to. Being a champion and having them belts is obviously not what his agenda is, nor has it ever been. They can't even give this man a belt. So he's not Earl Spence. He's not going to be desperate enough to give in and play. And I understand y'all trying to sway the public opinion, but still, he's not going to do that. He's being advised way better, and he listens. So
I'm rolling with Tank. I don't want him to. I'm rolling with what he doing.
Yeah, but with Tank, he goes up and he chases a belt when it's convenient at 140, and he chased certain fighters to make a fight with another fighter at that same weight. He wants to dictate the terms on far as the weight. I'm saying he can have the bulk of the money, but when he fight Devin Haney, you can't make him drain all the way back down at 135 when you knew he was struggling making it.
I'm not even trying to make you drain back down to 135, but you also not about to fight me at 165 either.
Man, he can make that nigga do anything he want to make that nigga do if he want to fight him.
Yeah, if you gonna come up to my weight class, you can't dictate no.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
And
Tank ain't no shot caller at 140. I mean, at
Well,
135, he got a
wasn't
point.
Floyd advising
So
Tank?
why would you run out of the division and then call me out?
Hold on, 2
But
cents.
exactly. So why go to 140? Why go?
Well,
Why go up
I'm
there?
about to tell. Hold on.
Make it how you get it how
yeah.
you live.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Now we're blaming a fighter for moving up in weight, trying to be great. I thought when you move up in weight, you're trying to be great.
We're blaming a fighter for waiting to go up in weight, to call me out and fight me. And I've been said this, so you can have a weight advantage over me. That's exactly what Devin did.
But where was this talk when he fought Mario Barrios though? Tank Davis.
Well,
Nothing was going on.
I thought that was a tough fight for Tank. And after the fight, what did he do? Wait. Hold on, Mr. Moss. You act like Tank kept the belt. He dropped the belt and said, I don't like fighting up here. It's too uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. I could see if he still had the belt. I could see if he kept the belt and he was just, oh, I got the belt. I'm this and this and that. He dropped the belt. He went up there. He won the fight.
Not based around the belt. My argument is this. None of you guys had these type of excuses or Tank when he fought Mario Barrios at 140. Now all of a sudden Devin's at 140 and now Devin
Mario Barrios have the opportunity to fight Tank at 135?
No, this is a two-way.
Never.
Why
exactly.
You can see
that. You just proved my point, Moss.
Or you can see as Tank waited for that nigga to go up so he could pull him down and weight drain because he could have been.
Tank can go to 140 and fight Mario Barrios, guys.
They sent Devin Haney a contract. Devin Haney was in contract to fight Regis. They had no intentions on fighting Tank at 135. Y'all, nobody is mentioning how they already sent Devin a contract. So in our reality, Devin ducked Tank.
But you got people saying that Mario Barrios would beat Devin at 140, 147. But then Tank fought Mario Barrios. So then if you're Tank Davis and you believe in your skill set, go to 140 and beat Devin Haney. Like, I mean, this ain't rocket science.
I know.
140 and fight Devin.
Tank got no problem with going to 140 and crashing.
Nah, see, the thing is, like,
I really don't. I think it's everybody around him telling him to wait. It ain't ready yet.
Man,
that's what I
believe. He ain't ready yet, bro. What, his skill set? Hold on, bro. Hold on. What you mean?
The marketing of the fight. I don't think the marketing of the fight ain't ready yet. Dev need to fight somebody.
Man, Tank went up and fought Mario Barrios at 140 when he knew he was struggling to make 140. Then put a rehydration clause on him. So the night of the weigh-in, Mario Barrios had to sit in the sauna just to make the 140.
Correct.
And then he could only rehydrate 10 pounds. So Tank won, like, he didn't beat a true 140 pounder. He beat a weak fighter. That's why he was able to stop him late in the rounds. Now he'll have to fight a fighter that's 140 pounds to be able to rehydrate and be healthy.
165 pounds.
I understand that, but if you can make the same excuse everybody gave Earl Spence a pass for draining all the way down to 147 and then blowing up to a middleweight on fight night. Nobody had a problem with that.
Right, exactly. I mean,
but is that what Earl was doing? Because I thought he only could rehydrate because he was IBF. He only could rehydrate 10 pounds.
No, Earl.
Hell no, that nigga was blowing up to whatever he could blow up.
He just told you guys, like 160,
164. Kenny Porter said out his mouth, he said when we fought Earl Spence on that night, he was a middleweight, super middleweight.
Right.
You know what the difference is? Earl was the A side.
That's not a big difference when it comes to weight, though, 2 cents.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm the A side. You do what I tell you. That's period.
Nah. Hell, nah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No. Listen,
but
I
we
agree.
talking about Tank going up to 140 and having a problem with fighting.
Ain't no way in hell Tank Davis is going to tell Devin Haney, you do what I do. Devin Haney has done way more in the sport of boxing than Tank has done. It's not
matter.
He has not, Moss.
Yes, he has.
He has not done no way more, bro.
He has done way more.
It's the money. You got to follow the money.
Hold on, you guys.
Forget all that and forget everything else. It's the money.
Nobody care about them. So why is Tank Davis? I mean, why is Tank more known than Haney if he's done way more in the sport of boxing? That shit don't matter, man.
That's two different arguments, though. Listen, I agree. Tank's style is more pleasing to the boxing eye because of the knockout power. But to sit there and say that Devin Haney is not more accomplished in boxing, That's crazy.
Devin Haney beat Cam Bothers and Regis Prograis, and we want to
I
sit
don't
here and
care
act
who
like
he
he's
beat.
the best boxer of
I
this
don't care
era.
who
Cut
he
it
beat.
out.
What? Does anybody in here agree that Tank Davis has had a better career than Devin Haney from a
I
boxing
think what he's
standpoint?
trying to say.
No, I don't agree.
Wow.
Okay. What I think he's saying. Tank's
I
been
don't think
marketed
so.
better, and he gets better numbers, and he's known more.
You get more paydays.
That's one thing that's very true.
Correct.
That's all matter.
But that matters too.
It's
But
all matter.
Devin
Can't
is
tell.
more accomplished as a boxer. He is not as much famous as Tank is, and he doesn't generate the kind of eyes and the kind of love that Tank does. So those are two different things.
So y'all just said
one thing you saying matter and one thing don't matter in the sport of boxing. So
well, hold on, D-Town. Y'all are saying that Devin looked up and got them belts from Cam Bothers. Then he went and beat little bitty Regis. And now y'all saying he more accomplished and all of that. Come on, y'all. He didn't even
about his entire career though.
Right.
The same thing is true if we talked about other fighters. They might not be as famous. They might have just done more that makes them more accomplished. We're not talking about the money and the fame, just what they've done in their careers that makes them more accomplished.
Yeah, I fully understand what you guys are saying, but
That's all I'm saying,
all I'm saying is, what do that matter and what kind of weight that holds right now today? Besides a conversation between
just the
y'all.
argument. That's just the conversation that we're having.
That's it. That's all it is. It's
I get you.
barbershop talk.
It means
at the end of the day, none of that is gonna do nothing about a fight. None of that is gonna make him the A side. None of that is gonna make him nothing over Tank Davis.
Okay,
He's gonna have to bow down and do what he say.
I agree. He's not the A side. He's not the A side, but because of who he is and what he's done in the sport of boxing, Tank can't just go into the negotiating rooms and just say it's my way or the highway. Listen,
why not?
Man, Devin don't got no value, bro. He made $1.5 million his last fight.
He has no leverage.
But look what his opponent was, though. His opponent
has no leverage.
Devin has leverage. Trust me, Devin has leverage.
None. He has zero.
He don't have no leverage, especially if Tank don't care about them belts. What leverage do he have besides to shut y'all up and stop paying you?
The leverage is this. He ain't got to fight Tank Davis. He's at 140. Listen, Devin
exactly. Leave the nigga alone.
All right. Devin don't need Tank Davis. Devin is already a unified champion. Tank has never done that, right? Tank is a champion at 140. I'm sorry, Devin. I'm talking about. He don't need Tank Davis. He don't need.
You right, but Tank made more money off one fight than Devin have his whole damn career.
Does Tank want to fight at 140?
No,
that's all matter.
I'm saying does Tank want to fight at 140? Because he wants to fight at 140.
He say he coming up there.
If he wants to fight at 140, he gonna have to do what his former advisor did. When Floyd fought De La Hoya, Floyd had to come up to 154 to fight De La Hoya. Yes, De La Hoya was the A side. I get that part, but he still wanted to fight De La Hoya to do what he needed to do. If Devin and Tank wants to fight, Tank gonna have to come up to 140. Yeah, Devin probably gonna rehydrate up to 165. I think that's what you said, 2 Cent. But do you not realize that De La Hoya rehydrated up to 160 something as well, where Floyd was never going to rehydrate up that high, but he bought his skill set, came up to 154, because Floyd should be only been fighting at 140. 147 was a bridge that he was able to cross over, but he was not really a big 147 fighter either. He just had the skill set to compete. He did the same thing with Canelo. So you're going to have to look at that. A lot of fighters going to do that. They're smaller. When Sugar Ray Leonard fought Hagler, Ray really was a small 147 fighter. At 154 was really hard for him. To go up to 160 was even harder. And you saw how, even though he outsmarted Hagler, that fight was still a struggle as well. Fighters do that all the time to get that glory and get that accomplishment. And that's one thing that Tank will someday have to do as well, and this might be the fight he has to do it with. Who's to say?
I respect what you're saying, Mr. G, but with all due respect, you're wrong.
No,
De La Hoya,
no, it's
De La
not.
Hoya,
D-Town.
No, he's not
listen,
wrong.
no, I'm not. I'm talking about in terms of this. De La Hoya was the A side. At
I
the
said
time,
that.
De La
Brett
Hoya
said
was
that already.
making way more money than Mayweather.
I
Devin
said that.
Haney, I don't care how many belts he got. At this point right now, he will never be the A side to Tank. He
But
can't.
what I'm
Tank
saying
will
is,
move up and be the A side. It don't matter. He can have.
but where he's gonna move
He
up
can.
to? If he
He can
move,
go take that belt from Rowley and want to fight Tank. Tank can still be the A side.
but
And
then
you
that's
right,
what he would
D-Town.
have to do. He would have
You
to
right,
do that. But remember, Rolly's big too, so Rolly gonna hydrate up as well.
But listen, I feel you on what you're saying, D-Town. You was absolutely right. But Tank, no, he getting the pressure because he had to fight somebody good. They sick of these C fighters that he's fighting and getting all this money.
D-Town, who's sick of it though? This is what this
Yeah,
is the thing.
that's what I'm
But
talking.
everybody
I
keeps
ain't tripping.
saying,
Hold on. So Tank don't have to fight Devin, and Devin don't have to fight Tank. But the fans want Tank to fight somebody credible. They want him to go into a fight where it's a 50-50 fight. You get what I'm saying? Like Tank can't just pick a Joe Blow no more.
let me say this.
Okay, so who at his
If the
weight class
fans,
that's a
well,
credible fighter?
hold up. If the fans were so tired of it, just like I said in one of my videos, the consumers determine your value. If the fans is so tired of it, why they still paying for it and he's still doing numbers? So you can't say the fans is tired of it.
Yes, I can, because up until this point, that's why it's so much back and forth now. That's why everybody talking about a Devin, about a Shakur
Everybody's
Stevenson.
talking about it because it's propaganda. It's being propagated throughout the media.
Bill pushing this. He paying a whole lot of niggas to push this. He's pushing this. They putting false, fake narratives out there. The niggas really is on their knees at Tank door, begging this nigga to fight this nigga to help make this nigga a pay-per-view star. But what they doing, they is enticing this nigga, and they is putting false narratives out there trying to pressure. This what you talking about right now is exactly what Bill want. Niggas to flip the script and pressure this nigga into fighting his son. That's his whole motive behind everything he doing.
The biggest one of the other problems.
I'm not saying he has to fight Devin Haney. I'm saying Tank has to fight somebody where he's going into the ring as a 50-50 fight.
There is nobody.
Who? Tell me who at his weight class. Who?
You got Shakur Stevenson. You got
Bob not making the fight.
But I'm not saying if the fight gonna get made. I'm saying like Tank has to be in the competitive fight. He can't go into the ring like that's why Tank is responding to it. That's why
I
Tank
feel
is even
you.
agitated.
Who though? Who is it? Who is it? Just tell who is it? Who is competitive at 135?
You got Shakur. You got I like Gary Russell. You got
Gary Russell.
I'm just saying.
All right, don't y'all be talking about my hometown guy.
But then D-Town, soon as he fight Gary Russell, they gonna
you
be
can
saying
like
the
Gary
same
Russell, but this nigga ain't never made over $300,000 for a fight.
But I'm not talking about the money, D-Town. I'm talking about the level.
You
of
got to
competition.
talk about it.
No, but I'm saying outside of like Tank is the A side, he gets the money. Okay, I get that. But he has to fight somebody where it's a competition. Like that's why Tank is agitated. That's why Tank is going at it with Mayweather and his company because he wants those fights. I'm not saying Tank's scared to fight these big fights, but it's like the company like why we can fight C fighters and make just as much money. Why we got
D35?
But look,
you don't think hold on. You don't think they gonna do Tank like they did Mayweather? Everything was he got a shot. As soon as Mayweather beat him, he ain't fought nobody. They're gonna continue to do Tank like that because there's nobody at 135 that's a 50-50 fight with Tank for real.
Why am I changing up when I'm making more? These niggas, my whole team, whoever I got messing with me is making me more money than any boxer out there besides Nello. What am I?
With you.
If the treatment is popping, what am I? Why am I not gonna listen to these niggas and wait until those fights are ready? I'm gonna get to you, nigga. I'm getting to you.
I understand
when you up your game, I'm getting to you because I can fight a lame and make just as much money as I'm gonna make fighting you.
I understand that, but Tank understands the perception around him and around his career. Even though he ain't just satisfied with just making the money. He wants to be in those legacy fights too. Also, he know he can just.
I hear what you're saying.
Like that's my whole point. Like Tank, like he's only agitated because
He already knocked off Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia is a bum.
Yeah, y'all saying that now,
bum.
but it was a 50-50 fight before the fight. It was a 50-50
Not
fight.
with me.
50 fight.
No,
I've been
that's
hating
what
that
they were
nigga
saying.
since he been fighting.
That's what they were saying. It's a
That was
50-50
a
fight.
fight.
Hall of Famers was saying it. All kind of people were saying it. Now that he beat him, now see, it's the same thing.
But
Who on this panel and who in the chat? I'm talking to the chat and the panel. Tank Davis at 140, Devin at 140.
You got a lot of static in your phone.
Tank Davis at 140, Devin at 140. No rehydration, nothing. Who wins?
Devin.
No. No, he doesn't.
Did you say no too with no rehydration?
I want to hear from the chat too. Who
Tank
wins?
is way more skillful than Devin. I don't know why people think he ain't.
Just like this, 2 cents.
And his IQ is higher.
Who wins,
Mr.
Mr. G?
Always be
I'm about to say Devin. With no rehydration, you talking about Tank is not going to rehydrate up to 165, right? Because there's no rehydration, right? So he's not going to be able to hurt Devin.
Y'all, you know what? With all due respect, y'all have been bamboozled. Y'all falling right into what Bill talking about. And y'all not watching boxing. He had to do nothing. Nothing. The nigga didn't have to bust a sweat to beat Reed. Just stood right there and just let him whoop on him. At 165, what do you think he's going to get in there? That was his first time fighting at that weight. What do you think when he's going to get in there with a skilled fighter? You think he's going to be able to just stand right there and throw them basic punches? And this ain't taking no credit from Devin. He just had an easy night.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying Tank ain't going to be able to hurt.
What do you think he's going to do in there?
But he's not going to be able to hurt Devin at once if Devin is weighing 165.
He can outbox him, Mr. Greg.
He might
no,
do that.
He cannot outbox
He might can
Devin.
do that.
Are you serious?
But I'm
yes,
not
he
saying
can.
that
short.
I don't think he's going to be able to hurt Devin. He might can outbox him.
You don't understand this little nigga power, man. You don't get it.
I still don't think he's going to be hurt nobody at 165. Tank probably will
Mr. G, how many
147, maybe 7 more pounds up. So if he can outbox Devin, yeah, but I'm saying he can't hurt him, and you're gonna have to hurt. Devin, particularly in this fight. So I'm not saying that's
he's gonna wear him down mentally. He's gonna wear him down mentally.
Nah.
Devin has no power, and traditionally in boxing, a dude that's a knockout artist that look for a knockout, traditionally in boxing, takes way more punches than a boxer.
Do you think
Devin is going to throw way more punches than Tank?
Yes.
Tank is going to take way more punches, and he's going to catch
Devin
him.
Can outsmart Tank in the ring?
No.
So you think Tank can outsmart
Absolutely
Devin?
Not. Yes, absolutely.
Tank is a possum
in their defense.
Tank is a possum, man. He's a possum mixed with a honey badger.
He is. No, I agree.
Say
with
that
you.
again now. I like that what you just said. Say it again.
I said he's a possum mixed with a honey badger.
Yeah, I said I like that.
And guess what? And that's how he wins most of his fights, because he lures his opponents in to get comfortable. And they have a mental lapse, and they think that they doing something, and they get caught. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson too much defensively responsible to fall into that trap. They have great corners. They have a great team behind them to fall into that trap. Like, that's the okie doke. Let somebody beat on you, let them get confidence, and then you hit them with the shot they don't see.
3-5. What you think they're gonna do? Just stand in the ring all night, dancing around, and not throw no punches?
We agree that we want to see the fight though.
They not gonna throw no punches. Them niggas not gonna throw no punches.
Okay, so listen. So every time Tank been in the ring, he's usually losing the fight until the opponent gets overconfident and get caught. I'm saying Devin Haney is going to be winning the fight, but he's not going to get overconfident and get lax and get caught, like rushing in. and trying to bully Tank.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Tank
So
is gonna take the fight to Devin. He not gonna know what to do.
Tank,
Ain't nobody
exactly.
ever took no fight to Devin, and plus he's going to be getting punched hard.
He gonna tear that body the fuck up,
Do we want to see this fight though?
and
Yeah.
he gonna press that nigga.
I don't have to see it honestly. And I made a video maybe last year saying, to me, they're doing two different things and they're on two different paths in boxing. Tank is an entertainer. He's entertaining. He getting knockouts. People want to see that. Devin Haney fighting for legacy. He getting belts. He getting 2 division champion and all that. It's not necessarily a fight that I absolutely have to see. And I don't think that Tank beating Devin is really going to prove his greatness. Not to me.
I want to see the fight for the competition itself. I don't care about the greatness and everything. I think if they're all around that weight class, 135, 140, and eventually some of them going to be at 147, I want to see all of them fight each other.
Yeah,
that's my feeling about it. I want to see them all fight each other.
So like what you said, Toussaint, he can fight Lomachenko, he can fight a Devin Haney, he can fight a Shakur Stevenson, Gary Russell. He can even fight the dude that Shakur Stevenson fought his last match. He can fight him.
Why does Lomachenko's name keep coming up when he's lost all his big fights?
Because he's still in the
that
mix.
nigga is
But
trash.
he got skills.
He's still in the mix.
Oh, he lost all the big fights.
I understand. Listen, he has skills. Like
he's still in the mix though, too. He's still there.
And he's not getting wiped out.
How when he done lost against Devin and T.O.
Okay.
And he still can lose against 2 or 3 more.
Okay, but listen, he
because
lost
now he'll
those
become a
fights, but they were close
gatekeeper, so to
fights.
speak.
I don't look at that as no recognition.
It's just a fight. Some of the
He
fights
didn't-
are not going to be recognized. You just get a chance to fight them and beat up on them.
Look who he finna fight. He finna fight a nigga that done got.
Who he going to fight?
Cambosis for the IBS belt.
Okay,
Come on, why would I want to
Cambosis?
fight this nigga after a fight like that? Why would I want to fight this
Oh,
nigga after he
Lomachenko
had
get
the
ready to fight
stoop to
Cambosis?
Yeah, for the
why
IBS
would I
belt.
wanna
Like, how
fight
do they
him?
even get an opportunity at the belt again? That's crazy to me.
Because you got the right people behind you. Keep that in
Tank,
mind.
But Tank get to fight Gamboa, and nobody said nothing about that. And he tore his Achilles in the ring.
Tank was still young and coming up.
That was a good fight for him.
Sometimes you fight people on the way down. There you have it. You got 2 guys who lost. Get ready to fight. You just told me Lomo and Cambosis get ready to fight. They both lost to the same person. Is that correct? They both lost to
Right. So that's telling me they both washed up.
Yeah. So you will meet people on the way down as well. So that's what that fight is. But you're still in the mix.
Lomachenko and Tank is a great fight. That is a great fight because Lomachenko does have losses. He didn't get beat up by Devin Haney.
Gonna get knocked the hell out.
He didn't get beat up by Devin Haney. He didn't get beat up by Teofimo Lopez. He could have won both of those matches, and if he pressed the gas a little earlier, it wasn't like he got outclassed. So,
But he didn't 3-5. He didn't. That don't tell you nothing. He didn't. You don't think that man knew what that fight was when he walked in the ring?
I understand that, but he could. It was a controversial win with Devin. It was a close fight with Devin, and it was a
That
close
was not
fight.
no close fight. That's propaganda. Devin beat that man up, and that man started late and slow and pulled some of the last rounds out. But you can't box like that.
I agree that Devin won, but it was a close fight. It wasn't a 8-4, a 9-3 type of fight. It was a 7-6, 7-5. You know,
Fight fans done got so spoiled by fighters having undefeated records, or if you done lost 1 or 2 times, then you just done. And that's just not the case. Sometimes
No, Mr. Greg, they only do the black fighters like that.
Well,
Ain't
that's
no
what
way
we talk-
if you was
that's
a
what we
black
talking
fighter, you're gonna
about.
have three losses and then you get to fight again. Like,
But
come
that's
on,
what
for
I'm
a
talking
belt.
about. If you got the right people behind you, you still gonna get fights, even if you losing. And I'm just saying, we done got used to undefeated fighters, particularly black undefeated fighters, if we're gonna use that, and we've gotten spoiled by that. Fight fans are sometimes one of the problems with boxing, period, anyway, because we can become so cynical about certain things. But that's because we learn so much more about behind the curtain of boxing. So that just feeds our cynicism at times from my point of view. So now we used to be talking about just the skill sets of the fighters. Now we talking about the money, the A side, who doing
I
this,
got
how
3.
somebody training. And it's good for us because we know so much more, but it also feeds a lot of people being cynical about fighting, period.
Well,
And
it's because if you don't start learning it, like if you're a boxing fan, the deeper you get into boxing, if you don't start learning about that stuff, you're just gonna be upset and feeling some type because you gotta understand how it all works.
And then when you learn, you still be upset about stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if a
man,
nigga.
this
I
some
wouldn't care.
BS.
I wouldn't care
Yeah.
if nobody lost to somebody that was a formidable opponent. That don't bother me. Like Bud can lose. I'm still riding with him. I want
Yeah.
to see the
mean,
rematch.
I believe if it ever comes a time, and I don't think it's gonna come, that he fought Canelo, Bud's losing. So, but I would still watch the fight.
Respectfully, you wrong there too.
I want to see how he performs. But we just gotta be. I'm just willing to see some good fights or some fighters who I like. I want to see how they fare against each other.
I don't think nothing about the Tank and Devin gonna be good, but Tank knocking him out because Devin gonna be running the
And
whole
that might
damn
be the
time.
good part to watch. The knockout. I mean, I like Chris Colbert, but I was stunned when I saw that clip of how he got knocked out. I'm like, damn. But
He was whipping him the whole damn fight.
that's boxing for you, though. I mean, we don't seen a whole bunch of fighters when at the last. Well, I wouldn't say a whole bunch, but we've seen a fight, at least one fight that I can remember, when one guy, and this is heavyweight, was beating the brakes off of his opponent for 14 rounds. And in the last minute of the 15th round, he gets knocked out.
That was Ali and Frazier.
Not Ali and Frazier. It was I'm sorry, I can't remember the names, but they were in the top 10 fighters at the time. It'll come to me in a minute. But again, like they said, boxing is the theater of the unexpected, and unexpected things can happen. And that's what makes fighting, as much as we complain about some of the stuff that takes place, worth watching. Who expected Buster Douglas to knock out Mike Tyson?
Nobody. It was some nigga came on here talking about he called it, but that nigga was lying.
I don't think there was nobody had any sense, especially with Buster's record and his habit.
Oh, he had a good record at the time.
Not to be fighting Mike Tyson. He had lost a couple of times, and he had a habit of quitting from time to time in fights. So,
but Mike Tyson has an overrated resume to me.
You could say that, but for that fight, nobody expected that to happen because the image of Mike Tyson and the perception of him was still the baddest man on the planet type thing. So to see him get knocked out and crawling around in the ring, everybody was stunned to see that. But that's what happens in boxing. Look at what Foreman was doing to Ali for all those rounds. And then boom, just like that, Foreman down on the ground, out of it. So those things can happen. It just depends on who the fighter is and what they dig down for, what they bring out of them. So that's why I say I would want to see Tank and Devin. I want to see Tank and Shakur. I want to see what they bring and what they do that's going to get them to win without it being controversial, without nobody complaining about this happened or that happened. I want to see what they do.
It's gonna be that with both of them.
If you think Tank and Lomachenko not gonna be a good fight,
no, I think it'll be a great fight. I don't think Lomo's winning, but I think it'll be a great fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he'll win, but that is a great fight. It's gonna be a big fight if you fight Lomachenko. Like the promotion that's gonna be a big fight. But
that's one of the things we just got to get away from. We got to at least give everybody psychologically in our minds an opportunity. He could win, and if he wins, I want to see how that happened without it being the judges got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if those fights come like that, everybody will be happy.
Yeah, because when you in a boxing match, it's not about physically; it's more mental. I want to see your mind to go against another great mind in boxing.
Yeah,
It's like a chess match. Like, I play chess a lot, And it don't matter how old or young. It's about their mind and what they see, what you don't see.
Right.
And
Detail, did you box?
No, nope.
I was laughing with something I just said. When I was boxing, this was, when I was a kid, they took us down to
I
Lawton.
started at the little community center. I
Yeah,
ain't
that's
had
where I
nothing but a
started
couple
at
little
Frank
scraps,
Center.
but
They took us down to Lawton Penitentiary, right? And put me in the ring. This guy looked like George Foreman as far as I was concerned at that time. And I looked like, I'll just be extreme, like a little Gary Russell. The ref looked at me, looked at my opponent, looked at me again and disqualified me. I was so damn happy because I was, of course, outwardly, I'm acting like I'm all that. I'm looking at this giant and saw there was no way I was going to do anything to that man that's going to get me this fight other than if I had a weapon on me. But the ref looked at me and said, no, we ain't going to let you get killed in this ring, son. And I got disqualified. Boy, you just don't know. I was like, thank you, God. You saved me this time. So when you look at those mismatched like that, I'm glad we don't see those anymore because we used to have a lot of those, as y'all know. Now, I just like seeing guys who got a sharp mind, got some great skills, have the kind of heart and the willingness to go the extra mile when they prepare, all the things that they do in preparing, and then go in and execute, and then got a good corner. I hate seeing a corner that don't know what that's either going to lie to the fighter or don't know what to tell him. That's what happened with Trinidad. His father was not telling him the truth when Bernard was just beating him from corner to corner. And I can't stand when that happens because that's why they supposed to be there to say, listen, you're not doing A, B, C, D, and E, and you have to. So I want to see that kind of stuff. I think Lomo got a good corner, and I think Tank got a good corner, for instance, who will tell
Greg,
them.
let me ask you a question, Greg.
Yeah.
2 questions. Was you acting like you was upset when they disqualified you?
Yes, I was. I was acting like I was mad as I don't know what. But inside, I was jubilant.
Which fighters today do you think will be able to hold their weight back in the day?
Bud Crawford.
Crawford for sure. I think Tank could, and if he stays in the right divisions.
Tank would.
Boots. I think Boots. I think Boots, if he stayed at 147, he could hold his weight.
I don't think Boots would.
A
little bit out of more David Morrell. If I see a little bit more out of him,
I haven't seen enough of him. I question a little bit of Wilder because guys of that era, those who had punching power also had boxing skills, and Wilder's boxing skills are a little bit lax, only because he relied on his power too much. And he would tell you that all I got to do is hit you one time, but he never said what you got to do once you hit somebody one time, what you going to do then. He didn't have that mentality, or at least he didn't show it.
Yeah, he wouldn't win against Ruddick. He wouldn't win against Lewis. He wouldn't win against Holyfield. He wouldn't win against Mike.
It's the mentality, Toussaint, that's missing, because now everybody wants to get money right away. So if they can take easier fights and get good money, and I understand that. If I'm a manager, I'm gonna get you money first. So if I gotta get you 15 very easy fights and you get some great money, I'm doing the job I'm supposed to do in terms of getting you paid. But your trainer and the fighter might become a little annoyed that they're not getting better competition. So you're gonna have those kind of conflicts, and that's what we're seeing today. Fighters want to play businessmen who don't know what they're doing. Everybody wants as much money as possible before they've actually got to, say, with Tank. Tank has popularity, people coming out to see him. A lot of other fighters don't have that. but they still want to get the same kind of money that he's getting, even though they both are risking their lives and all that other kind of stuff that's part of boxing. You still have to put butts in the seats. So
But y'all know what's crazy is that it's boxers that's running the stuff now. It's boxers that's the promoters. It's boxers that's the managers. Why aren't they making the changes?
Some of them, they're not really the manager or the promoters yet. They got, most of them have vanity promotion companies.
They not businessmen. They fighters.
I mean, that makes sense that now instead of taking the guaranteed money, you have your promoter pay your company. That makes much more sense, but they've just begun to learn that in the last several years. At first, like, that's the mistake Bud was making with Al Haney. I'm sorry, with Bob Arum. Bob Arum was just giving him the guaranteed money, and that was feeding Bud, and that's how he fed his family. So that's what he knew because it was good money. Where across the street, so to speak, Spence had his little promotion company, and it probably had one or two people signed to it, but his money was coming to his promotional company. That's why he was getting a bigger piece of the pie, because he was getting a piece of all the generation, all the money that was revenue that was being generated. So that's what fighters have begun to learn, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing. But now, because
you got to follow the money, man. This
fighters aren't fighting 4 and 5 times a year like they used to. Most of them fighting 2 times a year or 3 times a year because the venues are harder to get to. Everybody wants more money, so you got to wait till there's enough money there, et cetera, et cetera. So when you see Top Rank and associate with so-and-so promotion, this, that, and the other that belongs to the fighter, it's Top Rank that's still promoting the fight. Same thing with PBC, same thing with dazn, same thing with Eddie Hearns. But you have to accommodate the growing business acumen, if you will, of the fighter. They realize now, I don't want to be in the back of the line when it's time to get paid. I want to be right at the table. When the revenue comes through, my people or my company is right there getting their share of all the revenue. But fighters didn't know that at first. And I will say, Mayweather opened that door a lot bigger. But before Mayweather, you got to remember, Ray Leonard had, I think his last name was Jacobs, who negotiated all his deals. See, Ray was getting a piece of all the action as well. So he was brand new because he wasn't really assigned to a promoter per se. Before Ray Leonard, of course, let's go back again to Muhammad Ali. When the Nation of Islam stepped in, or the nation stepped in, they started negotiating Ali's pays. And that's when he started getting the $1 million paydays as well. Before him, Ray Robinson didn't have the same kind of sophistication as grew over the years after him. But Ray would look at the stadium. It was filled up. He would tell the promoter, I'm not coming out until you put another 50,000 in my pot. So that was the way he was starting to get more money. So it's been a progression of fighters recognizing I'm getting screwed, and how do I let that stop happening to me? Well, you got to learn this business. But as much as he got criticized, he didn't know what he was doing, but he understood he needed to get whatever he needed to get. And so he took, some actions that pissed everybody off. But ultimately, in terms of the money he got and the way that and the tactics that he used, he got what he wanted. Now, it's better ways of doing it, but it's still going to be, you need to know what you're doing. You got to be hard. You got to be struggle. You take every advantage that you can, because that's part of your strategy. Same thing with a fight. You got to have more than just skills and strength. You got to have strategy. So if I can trick you and get you thinking one way outside the ring, and you come into the ring with that same attitude, that's part of my strategy. You know what I'm saying? If I can wait until you got problems with your wife or your weight drain supposedly, but you still want to fight me, okay, that's part of the strategy. That's who you are if you're going to still do this fight with me under those kind of conditions. Fighters have to do the same thing at the table. Look what Spence did. He forced his promoter to make the fight by saying the one power that he had. I'm not taking no fights until you make this fight a Crawford. We mad about it. We scream and everything, but what Spence fans were. But that was the power that he had to get what he wanted. Fighters have to do all those kind of things now. So now, in terms of being a promoter and all of that, fighters are looking at, I could get killed or maimed in this one fight against a nobody, let alone somebody who really got great skills. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to get at least as much money as possible. So if I'm asking for 20 million, and if I'm being uncooperative, I'm demanding that you come down and wait. I'm concerned about I don't get hurt. So I'm going to take that advantage if I have that advantage. If I'm more popular than you, yeah, I want 60% of this money. So what? You don't think I should get it? That's what I want, and I'm going to get it because I could die in this fight, and I got 15 kids with 5 baby mamas, so I got to take care of that. So you got to be that kind of guy. Devin Haney, who people criticize, but you got to take in consideration, they actually had a promotional license very early when they was going down in Mexico and dealing with the Mexican mafia and all those people down there running boxing.
Oh, Greg, not to cut you off, but you missed it. Ross talked to Repo Rick the other night. He called him on live, and Repo Rick was man, he was upset. He was going off about how he helped the Haneys and this and that, and they just left him behind, and he was going in on them. And I was like, wow. But yeah, that's you got to go back and re-listen to that live because he was so talking about them down in Mexico.
Yeah, so many stories like that. I mean, again, we talking about this ruthless game that's been corrupt from day one, and you just got to learn how to play the game. You get caught when authorities step in. You just tell the authorities like Don King and Bob Aaron told them. That's how the game is played. We paid the bribes. Yeah, we talked to the sanctioning bodies to get our fighters up on the listings. That's what we had to do. Now they still got spanked for doing it, but that's how the game is played. And so when you know that's what's going on, you either gonna keep playing or you're gonna get out.
Excuse me, Mr. G. Ross. Drop the link, man. Drop the link, Ross.
Who got left? Somebody got pushed out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's how things go now. So I'm for fighters getting in the lab, learning this game. So when they come out to fight, yeah, they letting you know, okay, yeah, this might be a little vanity right now, but I'm learning because sooner or later they're gonna grow like Mayweather has. But yeah, I'm all for fighters doing that. But when fighters can fund a fight, pay the opponent, pay for everybody who's going to be on the undercard, pay for all the things you got to pay for up front, that's when they really have arrived. And I haven't seen anybody done that yet. But I see somebody sooner or later, and I thought it was going to actually be Mayweather, but sooner or later you're going to have a fighter who's going to have enough money or enough financing to do just that. So just keep watching for that part. I'm watching to see what they're doing on the business end, because I don't know how much longer we're going to see great fights. I mean, I'm lucky that I'm old enough that I've seen still great fights, but I also see the changes too. The generation that's up there watching fights now, they haven't seen a lot of the stuff that even some of you all have seen, let alone what I've seen. But yeah, that's my take on that 2 cents.
Speaking of great fights, just a segue, I don't think Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are going to fight. I just watched the interview last night with Radio Raheem, and Anthony Joshua was like, he was like, basically he got so annoyed when Radio Raheem asked him about Wilder. He was like, if I had the opportunity to fight for a belt, I would fight for the belt before I fought Wilder. And it's like, wow. And he's just like, I mean, I will fight Wilder, but if it's an opportunity for the belt, that's what I'm saying. Like, he does not want to fight Deontay Wilder. And I'm not one to be like, oh, a fighter is scared of somebody. But I don't understand why Anthony Joshua acts like this when it comes to Wilder. Me, personally, I don't think it's going to be a good fight. But everybody want to see that fight, and he just refuses to want to make the fight. He never talks like he wants to make the fight. And if you ask me, this whole the fight's already signed, and they just trying to promote this card. That's what I think.
Look how they promoted Anthony Joshua over in the UK and around the world. So he was like the greatest, the way they promoted him, like he's the greatest thing ever. And at the time, Wilder was destroying everybody. So that was a good comparison. Eddie Hearn, in my opinion, kept Joshua away from Wilder because, and basically, to me, Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn weren't on the same page with making that fight in the first place when it should have been made. They did not expect, I don't think, nobody expected for Fury to be in the position that he's in, but he is. But UK fighters and a lot of international fighters, in my opinion, from what I've seen, having the belts or having the titles seems to be a lot more important to them than American fighters now, because it was American fighters want to also have the glory of being a champion and all of that, but they want the money. And if they can get good money without the belt, they'll go there much faster. Where the UK fighter, when they lose psychologically, to me, which is why they get beat as they start losing a lot more, it's more important that they have that distinction of being seen as the champion. And I can't say for sure that none of them care about the money, but from what I see publicly and outwardly, fighting for a belt means something more to them than it does to the American fighter. That's how I see it. It might not be true. Joshua might have some personal issues after having lost so many times. I think he lost 3 times now, maybe 4. But that's something that I think in him. I think he's still trying to find himself. And I think if there was a belt involved, he might try it one. Well, he will try it one more time when a belt comes up. Now, whether it'll come up or not, I don't know. But in terms of Wilder, why they've kept him out of the ring and how it happened is disturbing to me, because I think Wilder really does want to fight. I don't think what happened to him is that damaging to him psychologically, where he still won't go in there and do what he knows how to do. My question with him is that, is he learning how to do more? You got power. I think you need a better delivery system in how you fight. I think when he had Mark Breland with him, Mark had the skill sets to show him, but I don't know whether Wilder was willing to listen, because the thing that I got from Wilder watching that is Wilder just wasn't listening to him as much as he should have. And then when he did try to box, I think in the second Fury fight, you saw it a little bit, but then it just faded away, because when you got that eraser and it has worked, you'll always go to that quicker than anything else. And that's one of the things that Wilder has to overcome, his unwillingness to learn how to box. Sometimes you ain't knocking everybody out. Sometimes you shouldn't even try. Sometimes you just need to box their heads off and see that you can do something more. Yeah, you want to knock somebody out because it feels good. The crowd gonna love you, but they'll love you too if they see how bad you can beat somebody without knocking them out. But you got to be willing to try it. I think that's what Wilder just needs to at least incorporate that in his overall fight game. But that's what I think.
He looks good with Malik Scott. I don't know if you've seen him working with Malik Scott, but he looks even more dangerous now. He got him using his athleticism. He got him moving around the ring. And Wilder really has power in both hands. So I can't wait to see him fight Saturday.
I wish we had some of the great trainers that are gone. Like, can you imagine any of the fighters we talking about being trained by the great Eddie Futch? Please. Do you realize that we would have fans, and if Emmanuel Stewart was still alive as well? Can you imagine Emmanuel Stewart and Eddie Hearn, Eddie Futch having 3 or 4 or 5 of one fighter, and Stewart having the others. Can you imagine those fights? That training, that brain trust between the two of those guys. For instance, imagine Eddie Futch having Terrence Crawford and Emmanuel Stewart having, again, Earl Spence. Emmanuel wasn't going to let a lot of the stuff that was happening to Earl, whether it was real or not, happen. Eddie Futch wouldn't have had no problem with Terrence, because Terrence is a gym rat and Terrence is willing to learn. Now, he would have given him hell about the Victor Conte thing. I can guarantee you that would have happened. But besides those two, who you think Tank would fare better under, Eddie Futch or Emmanuel Stewart?
Why you think they wouldn't have messed with Victor Conte?
Who, Eddie Futch? Oh, Eddie Futch was adamant about no cheating. And because Emmanuel Stewart had become more than just a great trainer and manager, now he was a part of the establishment of boxing, he would have been more leery of Victor Conte as well, because it wouldn't just.
So you see Victor Conte, you see Victor Conte as just straight cheating. I see Victor
Conte. See, during that time, Victor Conte was straight up cheating.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now, bro.
In today's time,
once a cheater, always a cheater.
The image is there, so it's damaging. It's just like you met a woman who's never been married, never been with a man, decides to marry a guy who's known for having multiple women, cheating, and all that kind of stuff, but she still marries him. Even though he says he stopped cheating, he's not cheating anymore, it's never going to look good for her, because the girlfriend's going to say, "You marrying him? Girl, don't you know?"
Oh, that's a good one, Greg. I got to use that.
So that the image is there. That's why I'm against him.
Mr. G, don't give up too much information, man. Don't give up too much information. Giving them talking points. Giving them talking points.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
you have
to say players can't be reformed.
No, but players will always have that image.
No, but soon as she get cheated on, what y'all gonna say? Yeah, I knew he was a cheater.
See, we told you not to do it. So it's always going to be hard. You know, if you was known for,
I know Victor Conte must feel like a black man, because he can't never let his past go.
Nah, he sure don't, because they praising Victor Conte. Nah, hell nah. If he'd be black, he wouldn't even be in the business if that's the case.
He would have still been in jail, or there would have been federal people. They would have been checking every record of everything he's ever ordered. They would have dug so deep down into his company, because all the compounds.
You think they not?
No, they not, bro.
He got the money. He got the money for the. He got the money for the. He had the money for the defense, man. You know how to work. You know how the justice system works. Y'all know how the justice system works.
If they were investigating Victor Conte and doing a deep dive investigation, part of their investigation is not the only part. They would have investigated and looked at the records of every single compound that he had to purchase to make either the supplements and possible steroids, because everything
speculation, Mr. G, you're going off speculation,
but
man.
I say that they were investigating. That's what they would be doing, because the compounds all come from Asia.
Everything comes from Asia.
Exactly. So if you're looking at compounds that makes the steroids and stuff, then you start saying, well, he done purchase, even if he used straw companies, they still got to come to his company. And they would say, well, this, and this makes that. Let's find out what you're using it for. Let's find out what every grain. I mean, they would dig deep down if they were coming after Victor Conte.
Wrong, Mr. G, you wrong. You speculate. Now you talking about what the feds will do, man.
Come on, D-Time, you up here defending the white man. Come on, man.
I ain't defending nothing. I'm defending the process, man.
Deal with the feds before. I know how dirty and deep they get.
Man.
No,
I know how dirty them niggas is too.
Yeah, and so when they've come after you, you realize, how did y'all know that I went to Capitol Heights Elementary School and this happened when I was in the 6th grade? That's how deep they get into you if they want to really, really get you. They will tell you how many times you went to the bathroom and how long you
I
stayed
know
in
how
there.
they work, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Thousands of sheets. I know how they work.
So I'm just saying, and they coming after you. And if you got somebody who's one of the investigator who's a dog, they'll be just as good as an insurance investigator. You know, an insurance investigator will investigate you with a proctoscope.
You got to surely believe that they done investigated this, man.
I don't think they have recently. I think
See,
when they
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Check this out, though.
them not facts. Them not facts.
Check this out. He's an
Pure
informant, man.
speculation.
He's working with them. He's working with them. He's a plant.
Ross, man, watch your mouth, man.
Hey,
He's
Ross.
an informant, man.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they was working with oh, good Lord, they made the movie about him. He was the leader of the Winter Hill gang.
Oh, you talking about my city now?
Yeah, you
know
know
Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger.
Remember,
Yeah.
Whitey Bulger was working for the feds too, while he was still, as you know, killing people, and had feds doing some killings for him. Finally,
And I ain't working for no feds, and I ain't pushing snack products.
But you were the snack man, Terrence Crawford, and he's with the real snack man, Victor Conte. So if you ain't pushing snack, you ain't pushing Terrence.
Hey, Frank. Was it
we
Frank
just
Lucas?
on top, and everybody shoot at the nigga on top, man. Everybody.
Ain't Frank Lucas has some cops working for him too and killing for him? Isn't that for any type of drug dealer? Like
not killing.
Major dude?
He was
on the payroll. He said, I need you to hit somebody over there. You need to go hit him.
No, he didn't have cops doing it, but he did have cops, let them know when stuff here go down. But Whitey
he has some dirty cops, man. So if I need them hit, they're gonna get hit.
Well, Whitey Bulger was known for that because the two cops the two FBI agents who actually did the hits for him got arrested and sent to jail for a long period of time, but then they won down the road.
The FBI agents didn't do no hits for him, man. They just
the
cut.
FBI agents did do the hits for him. That's how they got sent to jail.
They went to jail because they were giving up the informants. I mean, I guess you could technically say, they got the informants killed, but they wasn't out there. They didn't go out there and kill the informants. They would basically tell Whitey and Fleming, okay, you need to be careful with this dude. This dude just came and seen us and shit. And then Whitey and them go take care of it. Nah, I'm from Boston, so I know the ins and outs.
I know where you're from, but I remember the case. And they
after
got
Bud B. Spence, man, they was all over Victor, man. They cleared them of all speculation.
They ain't cleared him of nothing. They ain't cleared him of nothing.
This man did his time, man.
They checked.
Hey,
they checked every product, every molecule, every chemical, every byproduct. They done it all, man.
Why you don't tell the truth, man? And say it the right way when Bud cheated Spence.
Bud ain't cheat Spence now. Stop that.
He cheats Spence. He cheated Spence.
Spence did that.
He tricked him. He tricked him.
Yeah. Spence decided that he could still get away with how he been preparing and didn't look at what Bud. See, everybody was looking at all the wrong things. Looking at all the wrong things.
I turned Mr. G age. This gonna be a time in my life I ain't never gonna forget. Bud and Spence girl.
At the same time, Spence traumatized his whole fan base. I remember I got on live the next day. People was sad. This one dude was like, "Man, I had to call in to work today."
Niggas wanted to cry. Niggas was at the liquor store at 8:00 in the morning.
They was like, "Man, I felt like I lost a family member." Them people was sad. Hey, go back and listen to my old live. I think it say Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence therapy session or something like that. It say on my channel. Them people was sad.
They still need a therapy session.
Absolutely.
They looked at all the wrong things.
Man, when Spence got beat, you thought Tupac and Biggie died in the same night, man.
But see, that's the great thing about boxing, because when was the last time people was that invested in a fight?
I don't know. Look what it's
Yeah, it was
birth
really
though.
exciting. It was really exciting. I was like, is this what the 80s felt like for boxing?
Yep.
Like,
Man,
how
look
y'all
what it
felt
birthed.
all the
It
fights?
birthed all these
It wasn't no
theories,
internet
man.
then. So you think about how people was all. I mean, you see it in movies now when people was going to the first Ali Frazier fight, or when the first Ray Tommy Hearns fight, or the build up to the Ray even Hagler fight. That was just you was just anticipating. Nobody expected what they got.
Go.
But they was
I
real excited
got what
that it
I
was
expected.
happening.
Kerry,
I had a
Kerry,
great
come on.
next day. I had a great Sunday.
What
I
happened now?
thought about going to church that Sunday after that fight.
You want
Hey, I won $1,300 off a $20 bet and was still sad.
So you bet it against Spence?
Nah, I bet it for 4 more knockdowns.
Oh, okay.
I thought they was gonna be going back and forth with the knockdowns. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you made a little money, so that helped you a little bit, and you're disappointed.
Man, we need to get off snack, man. Snack is a legal
Town is
supplement.
they
It
should have
works.
never
It
dropped the
helps.
documentary, bro. They dropped that documentary for a reason. I'm telling you.
They shouldn't have dropped a documentary for y'all.
Nah, they should have dropped it, period.
That documentary that was dropped, that wasn't just by accident or circumstance. That happened for a real reason.
Exactly, Mr. Greg. That's what people not
It was about the
realizing.
past, Mr. G. It was about
I know
the
it was the
past,
past,
man.
but look what it has done.
Because they just introduced all of that to a whole nother generation
Now,
of people.
and they just added to the cynicism. We don't believe nothing almost no more. Somebody does something that's spectacular or shows such great excellence. The first thing we questioning, are they on something? Are they cheating?
But do you know why? Because when you look back and you see all the great things that were performed, you like, damn, Victor Conti had something to do with it. They say Victor Conti worked with Lance Armstrong, Tiger Woods, Marion Jones, Barry Bonds, all these people.
Yep. So you will question it. See, you don't see like with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was a phenom, but all it takes is the presence of somebody like Victor Conti to put a little smear on you. That's all it takes.
Victor
I mean, and if you're a likable athlete, that you'll get a little pass because Shane got a huge pass. I mean, when you telling Congress in a hearing that you were using PEDs and the cream, but then in the same breath say, I didn't know what I was doing, and you get a pass and you don't get I don't think he got fined either, and you don't get banned, that's because he was just that likable. Well, that
Snack
had been
wasn't even
Mike
out
Tyson.
back then, man.
No, I'm just talking about
Balco.
It was Balco though.
Yeah, but it
What I'm
wasn't
saying
Snack.
is when you're likable,
It's the same thing. They just changed the
was,
name, D-Town.
and Victor Conte was involved. That's the point. It's not the snack. It's Victor Conte. That's
So you got to ask yourself,
Man.
even after the whole Shane Mosley incident, how they still gonna let Victor stay in boxing? Come on.
He learned his lesson. He's an advocate for clean sports. The biggest.
That's a front.
And he
That's
might
a
be.
front.
He might be, but his image is forever stained. If R. Kelly
This is
gets
America,
out of
Mr.
today,
G. We are a forgiving country.
That's like saying a gang member, a reformed gang member, can never go and talk to the youth. You know what I'm saying? That's might potentially get involved with gangs.
That's just like them organizations that be missionaries and all this, and they going over to other countries, and they over there stealing the kids and trafficking and all this kind of stuff, but they whole organization is anti. No, they doing the exact opposite.
You're saying that with no evidence. No evidence of anything illegal.
Yeah.
It's plenty of evidence, bro.
This is why they won't let Larry Hoover out and Tukey, man. This right here.
Exactly. Y'all have that same mindset, man. That's crazy.
Do you know why they won't let Larry Hoover out? Think about what the last thing that he did.
They feel like he a threat. I know them Cubans.
No, Was he not?
He was a political threat.
Was he not even?
You
Was
get a
he not
slice, man.
trying to purchase
okay, smooth.
missile launchers? Remember that part.
He was trying to purchase a what?
Missile launchers.
The yellow one, smooth. Be okay.
Oh, I ain't never heard that. I never heard that.
He was. They set him up, but he was trying to purchase the missile launchers because now he had gotten political as well as being a gang leader. They're never gonna let him out of jail. Period. With that move that he was trying to make, they want him to be an example. Don't none of you gang leaders, gangsters, period, try this one. Because here's the example. You're gonna die in jail. That's why they're not letting Larry Hoover out. I don't care if he got cancer. I don't care what his health is. They're not letting them out. The same
It's
thing.
wrong because they sell us that stuff right now today.
Tell us what stuff?
Launchers, missile launchers. They ain't big as them, but they same thing. They sell them to us today right over the counter, man. Assault rifles with launchers.
Yeah, because y'all only gonna use them against each other, though.
Right.
But the point is, they sell them. They start letting dudes out when they start legalizing weed. They start going back and letting dudes out.
But they're not letting him out because he was going against the government. That's the difference.
They're not letting that nigga out because he had a power of a nation behind him.
We can say that too.
Niggas willing to do whatever.
But all of those things come into play when you decide who you letting out. What's the guy's name who spied on the country for Israel? Can't think of his name right now. He's still in jail too. They let his wife, but she's over in Israel.
All I'm saying, Mr. G, is we need to let that man breathe and live, man. Snacking is not illegal. It's not illegal.
But it's not we. It's our government that we're under.
Let the man.
You talking about Victor.
I'm talking about Victor Conte.
I'm saying Victor Conte. Victor Conte's name is just dirty. I'm not saying that
let it pass.
He might be an advocate, but his name is dirty. That's the problem.
Man, hey,
I don't want.
We got to treat him. You know what I'm saying? Until he's been proven to be dirty again. You got to give that man a pass, man. I mean, if that's the case, man, I mean, we just got to look at it. Everybody.
Bill Clinton's name was dirty, and we all went back and re-elected that nigga.
Yeah.
Some more dumb shit. Exactly. That's how folks get scammed. This is how people get scammed with this mentality.
I ordered the snack program. I mean the snack products.
How it go? How's it working out, Mr. Greg?
Well, I would say better than the products that I was the supplements that I was using before, because I'm only using 2 for rehydration and getting oxygen into my muscles. I only do certain kind of exercise down because I have pins in my back. And I wanted to be able to do it longer.
See, that's good. See, y'all ain't crucifying Mr. Greg for saying he only
because he buying the front. He buying the front. He buying the front.
And I ain't fighting nobody. But I would understand. I would understand if I was fighting at this stage. Well, I'm not fighting at this stage. If I was young and fighting, I would understand how, because of how I think, that if I was on the snack program and I know what I know about Victor Conte and what happened, how people will be suspicious, because I know fight fans and sports fans have become suspicious and cynical because of there's been so much cheating throughout the sports world. I'd understand that. So I would have to accept some people going to be looking at me sideways.
You might well not let
Doc Crawford, let me ask you a question. How come no other sport is giving Victor a second chance?
Say it again.
How come baseball not giving Victor a second chance? How come football not giving Victor a second chance?
I don't know. I don't think he's ever been into football.
And he definitely was in. He was into all the sports. What you mean? He's banned from all of them.
I just know him from like track and baseball. But anyway, I mean that's their prerogative whether they want him or not. I mean, boxing got him in here, and until he's proven he's doing something wrong, I mean,
he's already been.
I'm not gonna blame y'all for being suspicious, but y'all do more than me. You know, throwing the accusation. You guys are just.
I understand.
You guys are basically. I'm not saying you, Mr. Greg, but some people are basically saying tonight he's definitely giving these fighters some PEDs.
I don't agree with that one. But we got to understand how certain sports are seen in America, like baseball. He's never going to be in baseball. Baseball is an American's apple pie.
Of course, man. There's too much heat for that. There's too much heat for that.
No, he's reformed. We got to give him a second chance. He learned his lesson.
I get that, but you know what I'm saying. Just like if you if you get accused of a crime, you get convicted of a crime. You know, you go to jail for something. Certain organizations not going to let you in regardless of what.
Yeah. Perception.
But that don't mean you know what I'm saying. Others won't give you that chance.
No, some people will, but the perception is going to be there. That hurts you more so than even the crime sometimes, because you can get punished just because people believe that you did something. Whether you innocent or not, it don't matter. They believe that you did this, especially if law enforcement at the level of the FBI has been involved. There's still people who will believe, no, the FBI was coming after you and they arrested you and did this and that. You did something. So we're going to have to be a little leery of you because you was hanging with those people and you was part of those people and some of them are your family and the feds came after you and this, that, and the other. You may be completely innocent, but the perception now is on your head and it will follow you. Now, they will die off as you get older. But let's say you want to run for a political office. Go back into your past. Hey, weren't you accused and arrested and this, that, and the other? Now you got to defend the fact that you was innocent, but all this still happened. Now the other people are looking at you like, nah, something is there. That's just human nature, unfortunately. Now with me,
I ain't even mad at all that. I ain't even mad at all that. People, you know, having their suspicions. But my thing is, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, we have to admit it all. Majority of this is a result of Spence beating, you know, a lot of people's idol, favorite fighter. Like we were just literally like a couple minutes ago, we was talking about how people was actually in mourning. This is the only reason we're talking about this. And to me, that's kind of like, I mean, I that's fake. You didn't have none of these suspicions prior to that. I mean, let's not do it just because you want to find excuses why your boy lost. This is the only reason.
People went at me when I first predicted how easily Terrence was going to beat Spence. This is before the fight ever took place. I mean, the comments that I used to get, that I would see sometimes, I like, really? Y'all not watching what I'm watching. And then when it happened, of course, like you said, people were in mourning, and all it took was a documentary to like, oh, that's why he really won. And here we are, arguing back and forth. And I'm to this day, I hope the fight gets announced. I'm wondering what people are going, who are Spence fans, are going to be saying when they see what I think is almost a repeat of the fight at 147. They don't even realize that Bud already has advantages that they're not looking at. But you can't tell them that because it's like, no, it's the snack program. Bud done come up and wait 3 times. And now Gary come up and wait a 4th time. Put on muscle mass each time he came up. Got acclimated in those weight classes each time he came up. Never lost. Got better as he kept going up. But what you see when they compare him to Spence, they go back to a fight at 135 with Gamboa. Or they go back to look at who was a Mean Machine, knocked him down. I think that what weight class was that at? Or his gloves got busted. Busted gloves don't help the fighter who being hit. They hurt the fighter who's got the busted gloves on. But they only look at things that fit their narratives. To me, this is just my opinion about it. They're not looking at how well conditioned Bud has always stayed. The experience he has is fighting at higher weight class over and over and over again. He coming up to 154. Spence never fought at anything but 147. Yeah, he claimed he had problem with weight. What makes them think Spence, other than being heavier now, gonna fight any better when he don't have the experience of fighting at higher weights? When he's fighting somebody still has better muscle tone because he has the experience of coming up multiple times, getting acclimated. And
He fought
to
at
me,
154 in the beginning of his career, Mr. G.
who Spence?
Yep.
How many times?
His first few
I think
fights.
it's once or twice.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm wrong on that one because I never thought he fought 154. So he pushed himself back down to 147.
Yeah, it was the money market.
Well, that is a money
Wow.
market. That was the glamour division for many generations, other than the heavyweight. Yeah, that was the glamour division, so that was money there. So then I'll rephrase it. He's fought once or twice, but then Bernard Hopkins fought at 175, his first fight too. So the experience, though, that I'm really still gonna stay with is of multiple fights in that division where he came up and won championships. Each time, 130, 135, that he won the championship at least. 140,
But not only
147.
that, Mr. G, Bud has saying he done fought every style there is to fight. The man just got more than Spence
He's
ever
more
could have.
accomplished.
He done fought.
He's more
He done
accomplished.
seen everything.
Yeah. I mean, we can't argue that. I mean, we don't have to worry about the money, but he is more accomplished in his career for what he's done in the career. So that helps him. It might not mean anything to, fans who are not fans of his, but when you're an accomplished guy like he is, and you have people who go hard for you, you do so because you know those kind of things about him. I like what Bud has done in his career. I like that he's had difficulties. I like that he's been forced to get better. That's what makes a fighter better in the first third place. That they got to look at. I got to tighten my defense up. Okay, how am I training? Maybe I need to incorporate, the wrestling that he's done. Maybe I need to incorporate the swimming, all of those kind of things. So that tells me why you're so accomplished, and that separates you from other types of champions because you're doing more to be better. People don't want to look at that. They just want to say Victor Conte, Victor Conte, Victor Conte. And that is understandable. But when you're using supplements, everybody is using supplements from something. Now, maybe you get the right kind of foods, which was food. What is food for? They're taking out, your body is taking the supplements out of the food, and everything else is waste. It looks good to us when we're looking at the cabbage, when we're looking at the rice, the chicken, or whatever. But your body only wants the nutrition or the supplements or the vitamins that's in those foods. Everything else they get rid of. It's just good for us psychologically. Sometimes we just not getting the right amount of supplements for certain foods. Our body needs certain things, and my body needs something different than 2 Cents' body. A 2 Cents' body needs something different than Detail, et cetera, et cetera. And if you're not getting them, you got to get them from somewhere else. There's where supplements come in, or vitamins, if you will. And if they help you get the maximum amount of performance out of your body, whether you're breathing, whether your muscles getting bigger or getting stronger, more flexible, that's what you're supposed to do if you're a professional athlete.
Right.
You're a professional athlete. You're supposed to be doing all of those things. You're not supposed to be doing anything, especially in combat sports. You're not supposed to be doing anything else that's going to impede your performance, because we know we can get, as men, we can get a little lax. We want to chase women when we're young. We won't be drinking and doing all that other kind of stuff. We don't realize even a little bit can hurt you. It may not show right away. Like some people can get addicted the first time they smoke crack, and some people can smoke crack for 2 or 3 years and not before they get addicted. You don't know what's going to happen, but you know if you don't do it, you won't have that problem at all. So,
Doc Crawford, you still here?
I think he rolled out. I think it's just the 3 of us. No, I see his icon.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's still there.
Who you think Haney should fight next?
I wanted to see fight Tank, but I won't be mad at the Ryan fight. I won't be mad at the Matias fight. T.O. As long as they fighting, you know what I'm saying? He's fighting good competition, man. I'm all for it. I get on Tank's helmet because
T.O. got to fight.
Like, he.
2 Cents, you still there?
Yeah, he got to fight Date. I don't know if he got to fight. Yeah, he got an opponent yet.
No, I said Tucson still there.
I see her,
I
but I
see
don't
her
know.
icon, but I don't. She's not. She probably don't hear, or we got to step away. Because I know that I remember when she first came on. I think over a month that she was an athlete as well. I think she ran track. Is that true, or do y'all remember?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask her something, but I can answer later at another time. But listen, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to be able to get in and chop it up with you young guys and
All
have
right,
some
Mr.
laughs
G.
at the same time. Hopefully, when I guess the fights that take place this weekend, if nothing else crazy happens before then, and when you see Asante on one of these shot, one of the shows where you got a wrench, be careful, detail.
No doubt, man. I already know I got to come in
You
up
got
under another name
you
on
got
that
a
nigga.
target on your back already.
All right, Mr. G, be smooth.
Salt to
Have
be
a
acting like a
good weekend,
dictator.
All right, Doc.
All right, you be easy. Happy holidays. We gonna hear
You
from
too.
you.
Well, hopefully we'll see. We'll talk one more time before the holiday, but we're getting close. All right,
Oh,
buddy.
absolutely.
All
All right.
right,
Be careful
All
out
right.
there. All right.
boy. So, who you think he should fight, Dark?
Like I said, I preferred, him jump right into the Tank fight and let's get this over with. But that's not looking likely. Like I said, I won't be mad if if he does fight Ryan. That's not it's a good fight.
You
Or
don't think Tank need a
Matias,
tune-up?
man, his last 4 fights been tune-ups. I can't. I'm tired. Nah, he don't need no tune-up. I'm like Ryan was. You really come on, D-Town, man. You fought Ryan Garcia. Before that, you fought Garcia, who's like a legit 130-pounder that moved up to fight you. It's like those are tune-ups. You don't need no tune-up. Jump right into it, man.
Yeah, but
You
he ain't
know?
had a fight in a minute, man. He went to the county.
Oh my goodness.
He been going through all kind of. I just think the nigga need a tune-up. But you know who I think he need to go and take for a tune-up?
Who's
And
that?
I just know nobody.
De Los
If
Santos?
it's no, if it's any truth about him talking about we coming to 140, I think he need to go ahead and knock Matias off.
Oh, he ain't definitely getting that. That's
Why
too
not?
much of a high risk for him. I don't think if
How?
he's not going. I mean,
He tailor
yeah,
made for that nigga.
nah.
Matias tailor made for Tank. He a high guard, come forward fighter. Yeah, he hit hard, but
Yeah,
he
he
a
hit
high
really hard.
guard coming forward.
That man hit really hard.
I know, but that's what'll make it a challenge.
I would. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But I just don't see it happening, man. They
Both
rushes, man,
both
for my
of
liking.
both both of them got to make a splash in their next fight. Tank and Dev. They rag Tank ass talking about he ain't fought nobody. All this bull crap. Same thing about Dev. Then he just got pitched a shutout between two of nobody. Just to build up to their fight, I think both of them need to go in there and fight somebody that people think is something.
Man, I hate to have to defend Dev and all the nonsense they be doing, but at this point in time, man, I got Dev's actually fought better competition, man, because at least he's fought somebody on a level, like a Loma. I mean, Regis, we could say he might be a little bit over the, long in the tooth, but he's still one of the better dudes at 140. I mean, so it's like I just want to see Tank fight one of the. You got to fight one of the best fighters. You can't be the face of boxing. I get that. Yeah, you're the money man, and I'm not even mad at that at all. Not at all. But it gets to the point, man. We want to see you fight somebody. Like I just mentioned in the chat, man. You becoming a Canelo 2.0. Only difference, Canelo actually was fighting somebody, occasionally. Like what I'm saying, he fought that we wasn't expecting him to fight. Like when he fought what Lara. Like he just, Lara kept calling him out. He's like, you know what, you got that. We wasn't expecting to take that fight. Even Trout, he took that fight. But with Tank, man, it's like I gotta see. I need to see something, man. I ain't one of those. I was, I ain't think none of that Ryan fight. Yeah, it was a money fight. I was all it was. But
That's it. I said I was mad at him talking about he was gonna be the face of boxing after fighting that nigga. He wasn't nowhere. Yeah, I think they both need to fight somebody.
we'll
That's why I
see, man.
want Tank to go up there and knock
They
Matisse
they they
off.
do. They need to fight each other.
I just don't think that fight ready.
But I just don't see
And
them doing it. They gonna
it
pick.
ain't Tank's fault that fight not ready. I
Yeah,
just
and I
really
get that.
think that
I
fight
mean,
not ready.
what with the Haneys?
Yeah, in terms of money, not in terms of them getting in the ring fighting. In terms of everybody getting a
Yeah, I
nice
mean,
payday, putting on the biggest event that you can.
I guess you could
And
say it needs to be built up, man. But I'm tired of fights being built up, man. I'm not trying to wait for like another five years or something. Like a Spence
I
Crawford or
know.
Mayweather Pacquiao. That's nah.
Yeah,
They need
we
to just
all
rumble.
are.
They're gonna make money if now win or lose, able to fight again and make some money. And make good money.
What you think the consensus is on that fight right now?
The problem is like his handlers, they want to milk it for all. That's the problem with boxing right now. Yeah, I get it. He's making money too, but more importantly, his handlers and his advisors and promoters they want to make sure they eat off that off him as much as he can before they put him in there. With the give us the fight, quote unquote, the fan want.
Yeah, but you think he should get
I
what
don't know,
Ryan
man.
got though?
Huh?
You think Dev should
So I
get what
think,
Ryan
I
got?
mean, I don't see why not, because this is a thing, right? We keep saying, we like to equate Ryan as a superstar or star or whatever because of his social media his social media following. But when has Ryan ever been on pay-per-view to headline a card? I mean, if you supposed to be a huge pay-per-view star, you should be able to headline your own pay-per-view card. Ryan ain't done that yet. Haney done that twice. Granted, man, we can knock the numbers that came out last, but at least he's done that. We don't even know if Ryan is actually a pay-per-view star. He was he was the ideal dance partner for Tank, but was he gonna make that?
There
Is
you
he
go.
gonna do that if he fights against anybody else?
There you go,
I
right
think
there though.
Tank
Key
was the common
word.
denominator. But Tank
Right
was the common
there.
denominator in that. So
And
I
they
think
always
they
pay
just need
for
to.
a Mexican Black American fight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the green print, as Floyd used
Yep,
to like to call it.
it definitely is.
But
I don't know.
I
Niggas
guess
need to
I
fight
won't
though.
be mad, man. They do need to fight, man, because what happens if Santan go up in there and he gets knocked off by some rando, one of these rando Mexicans, and then what? It can happen, man. He ain't got that Mike Tyson appeal to bounce back and be like, after you lose to a bum like that. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think they just need to just fight each other, man. I know it's wishful thinking, man. Get back to the Leonard Hagler and Duran days where you just fight each other and say, you lose, you come back and get it again. But I
I
don't know,
think
man.
the fight would have been closer to happening if Bill and Devin wouldn't have said nothing and just let all the people done all the talking. I think it'd have been closer to happening that way. If the people kept calling for it and the people judged his last fight and the people was clamoring for it, the people was pushing the agenda and not them opening their mouth doing no capping and fronting, the fight will be closer to happening.
Yeah, see the problem with that, man. We got too much division, man, and the fan bases and the content creators. I mean, and not to shit on no content creators because they eating too. They eat off the content they put out. But what they're doing is they're putting us, putting a division.
But that's
what. Hey Ross, you got Lil D in the back. If you can hear us, Lil D want to get on.
It could, but it also gives
the drumming it up. That's that you leave it between the fans. Let the fans fight it out. Let the fans drum all the attention. Let the fans do all the arguing.
Nah, I get that too, but
I want to fight.
That backfires too. Then it gets to the point where it start marinating for 5 years because you're gonna have a certain portion of the fan base or a large portion of the fan base is gonna tell you Tank don't need to fight Devin. And when you start saying a fighter don't need to fight somebody, that just basically telling me as a fan you're okay with him not fighting him and you're okay with him fighting lesser competition. That's what we as fans lose as true boxing fans. You know what I mean? We got too many of those. It's like it's too many, fanatics that they willing to, what I'm saying, just I don't know if they're scared of seeing their favorite fighter lose or whatnot, but they will tell you or give you all reason why the fight can happen, shouldn't happen, rather than okay, how can we get the fight done?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the fans say for real.
They pay attention.
Boxing don't care about the fans like that. You get what I'm saying?
You're right. They don't care about the fans who actually want to see the fights. Like you don't think Canelo's, you know what I'm saying, his handlers or Canelo himself knows the temperatures of his fan base. Why do you think he don't fight the fights we don't want?
But
because he knows fans are gonna eat it up.
Spence really wanted that Crawford fight. He wanted to give the fans what they wanted. And look how much he had to give up in order to make that fight. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we're honest, that's not fair to the fighters. That's not fair to the fighters.
What do you get
I'm just talking about with the negotiations and giving more and this and that and all of this craziness right there. Like, it's not.
About all the niggas
when you really want to make a fight, when you really want to make a fight with a fighter, it comes off as desperation and you get taken advantage of. If Tank really wanted to make this fight with Haney, let's say he really don't, quote unquote, he would have to do this and do that and acquiesce to this and acquiesce to that. He would end up eventually getting taken advantage of. So it's a fine line between that.
You follow your team, you should be able to follow your team's advice if they're giving you good advice. But the thing is, man, we keep saying, okay, it goes back to like, okay, now Tank shouldn't fight Haney because he might get taken advantage of. Is that what we're saying?
No. I'm not saying he shouldn't, because I'm just saying that when you really want something in this sport, that's like a weakness. You will get taken advantage of.
That's the weakness of the person.
No. This is
Bud
not
didn't let that happen to him. Bud wanted to fight, but he's like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna use whatever leverage I have to get what I want. Because and as a good businessman, I applaud that. I ain't mad at that at all. Just like Spence used the leverage he had all them years. Like, yo, I don't need to fight you. I got Sean Porter over here. I got Mikey Garcia over here. I got so much on my side over here. I don't need to fight you right now. Was it fair to Bud back then? Nah. But at the end of the day, he used his leverage.
Bob wasn't making that fight anyway.
I mean, did they send him an offer?
Bob wasn't making that fight anyway. That's why he had to leave Bob to get the fight.
I get all that, but did PBC make an offer to Terrence Crawford and his team?
Bob wasn't going to make the fight, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
If we're gonna listen to Bob, we gotta also listen when Bob said yes. PBC didn't want the fight because he said that on multiple occasions. He said I had to tell Crawford. I reached out to him. They don't want to fight.
And he was lying. That's why Bud put out the lawsuit.
So then, you can't say he was lying that he didn't want the fight, but he's also lying that he did want the fight.
Yes, I can. I'm fronting like I want to fight, but I really don't, and I'm just telling Bud that.
What proof do you have that? But there's no. What proof do you have?
The lawsuit. He tried to sue the man.
He sued him because he didn't pay him the money he was supposed to pay him for not securing a Spence fight. He was supposed to pay him an extra $1 million if he couldn't secure the Spence fight by the end of the contract.
Do you think he couldn't secure the Spence fight because he tried to make it? Because if he tried to make it, you cannot sue me for not trying to secure it. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense.
No. I'm not going to say he didn't try to make it, and I'm not also going to say he didn't. He did try. But one thing you have to take in consideration, it's not the easiest fight to try and make. But I can't just say that Bob Arum definitely didn't want to make the fight. And neither can you or anybody. We can just go by what he says.
The lawsuit
and what the other
says
side
that.
No, the lawsuit says what, that he sued him for the money that he owed him.
Yeah, because he didn't try to make the fight.
No, he sued him because he didn't pay him the extra. There was a provision in the contract that said, okay, if you can't secure the Spence
But if
fight,
I would have tried to make the fight and PBC rejected it, I wouldn't have had to pay you because I tried to make the fight.
The provision is whether if you can give me the fight. It don't matter how, if you tried or not. You could try all you want. If you can't give me the fight, because Bob pretty much kind of, what I'm saying, I guess that's one of his Crawford's one of his the reason he signed with Top Rank, you know what I'm saying, because they said, okay, I'll re-sign with you, because Bob wanted to re-sign him, because that was Bob's, number one fighter on ESPN, regardless of anybody. So he knew Terrence Crawford's work. But I'm not sure Bud was, was actually too keen on signing an extension. He actually wanted to, he explore his option. But hence why he put in the provision. If you can't give me the Spence fight, then you got to pay me this extra money. The problem, the lawsuit comes in, is because, one, yes, Bob did, he put a lot of focus on Tyson Fury and Loma. And the other thing a lot of people don't talk about a lot is during the pandemic, when the shit really hit the fan, is because rumor has it that he came at Bud is like, listen, we need to restructure that extension you signed a year or so ago, because we can't get no fans in the venue, and it's just not making any sense for me to pay you all this guarantee money up front if we're not gonna if I can't recoup any money. And Bud is like, nah, wow, I ain't restructuring nothing. So hence that's when all the all the bad mouthing from Bob Arum. Oh, can't make no money off Crawford. I could have built a mansion. All the money I lost. Yeah, you lost that. You started talking all that, because you couldn't. In a sense, you was kind of right. Yeah, you ain't making no money, but that's not because Bud can't sell. It's just because the environment wasn't the same. COVID, he messed up a lot of things. So to say that, I said to say that it's not. Bud didn't necessarily sue Top Rank or Bob Arum because he couldn't get the Spence fight. He sued him for several things, and more importantly, the money that Bob tried to renege on, not paying him for that provision for not securing.
D-Town, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I guess Doc Crawford must have fell off. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, you do. All right, I'm about to go hit the gym. What you got up for today, D-Town?
Shit, getting this money, I'm out too, though. I'll holler at y'all later.
Bread man, yesterday, I want to ask, like, how y'all making bread with them? How that work?
Say that again.
About the printer van stuff yesterday. Y'all making bread. I'm like, how that business model work? D-Town off of here too. Well, all right, chat. It's been real. I guess we'll have y'all later or tomorrow or whenever Ross. Hey, listen, I hit 500 subscribers yesterday. If you're not already subbed to the channel, please make sure you sub to the channel. If you already subbed to the channel, go check out my videos. I'll be dropping some new ones today. Maybe I'll go live today. But peace out.